Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NO 2.0. I am your host tonight, Johnny Bonsacco. And with me is my co-host, the baby Mukio.
I'm disappointed.
Of course you are. And special guest tonight is Irate Prostate.
Greetings and salutations, amigos.
That was way mellow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I've got shit queued up.
Okay. All right.
Boy.
I got a little rage queued up.
Well, what are you disappointed about?
Hashtag Becca's a chicken shit.
Yeah, where the fuck is Becca?
I've been riding four-wheeling all day. My butt hurts. I'm not going to eat that.
Oh, what a whiny bitch.
Hey, Hellcat.
Holy fuck.
Ellie John Cat, what up?
Oh, girl. You big pussy. God, here, let me do the pussy sound for you.
Oh,
jeez. Oh, I was out four-wheeling all day. Okay, I'm done. So, Mo, what are you disappointed about?
Elvis.
The fuck?
You brought the trash that is Elvis Presley onto this show.
Yeah, but he's looking good in that leather suit, wasn't he?
that performance is fucking legendary. I remember seeing it as a little kid. My mama was a huge Elvis fan, and I remember that, and I remember the Blue Hawaii special that he did. I think it was a Christmas show around Christmas time. Yeah, shit. That the black leather outfit show is fucking ridiculously cool. It's good. I think it was like 1968.
Yeah, 68.
Yeah. The lauded had not found him yet, obviously.
Yeah. I like the way he looks over into the audience. I could fuck every one of you women right now because I know y'all want me.
He was making eye contact with the bitch. I could tell too, dude. You know, I knew what he was doing. You can tell, man. He was like, he was saying, "I still got it, man." You know.
Mo, you may not be long for this stream, man.
Uh-oh.
You better change that fucking avatar, buddy.
Well, I was going to go with my Danny Elfman one, but then you showed Elvis. And I have the perfect Elvis avatar.
Come on. That's better than the SJW, because I got some bitch singing about cops and cop horses and how they're all racist.
What is with you and music?
I can't do this shit, man. I can't do it.
What's with you and finding trash music to start the show with? Because you keep doing the COVID songs. Hey Uzi.
I'm just reinforcing my belief that TikTok needs to be nuked off the face of the planet. That's it.
From TikTok, we had that one from the Colbert Show.
That wasn't much better, man.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Mr. Meow.
And I played that one to piss you off because it was one of your songs that they fucked up.
Johnny.
You suck.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So how was your day, Mo?
I ate a burger.
That's it.
I know, quite exciting. It does not live up to the day I had yesterday. I did catch the race. That was kind of fun. It wasn't Larson dominating.
Today?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pull it off towards the end, but he didn't. Thought Byron was going to do it too, but then he pitted. So
yeah.
Yesterday, did you see yesterday's?
No, I missed it.
Oh, that was heartbreaking. Larson fucking owned that race, and he came out of the not the tri-oval, came out of the tunnel turn, and he said he felt something not right, and then his front right tire blew, sent him into the wall into turn 3. And like I said, he was dominating towards the end, and then his tire blew. He ended up finishing 9th, but it was like, God damn it.
They were showing clips of that during the race today.
But your boy Bowman, he ended up winning, so it wasn't too bad.
On Saturday, or
I know,
okay.
Bowman won yesterday.
He got 7th today, so I'm happy about that.
Larson took 2nd. I was happy. Yeah, I think he's gonna go into the championship leading the pack, because he's fucking just dominating right now. It's scary, because he ended up finishing 2nd in a backup car today. So yeah, that's impressive. So that's it. You ate a hamburger.
Yes, and chicken fries. See ya, Hellcat.
See ya, Hellcat.
I better not be getting a Shio DM. I get enough of those.
Hey, that's on you, man.
What does that mean?
No. Do not irate. Don't ask, because you will get a Shio DM, and then you will block Shio from ever DMing you again. So just don't even open that door. Just leave it alone, man.
I know you're in chat, Shio. Work your magic.
No, don't. So irate, how was your day today?
Dude, okay. First of all, I thought it was going to be a bad day. I'll be honest with you, because I woke up early, was a bit grumpy, right? and like, I love music. It inspires me. And I was kind of in a slump musically and shit. And so, I'd heard an interview with Alex Lyson, the guy that plays Rush, guitar for Rush. And he was talking about this Irish, like rock blues guitar band. It's a guy named Rory Gallagher. And I put on like this concert, man, and the motherfucker blew my brains out. And so now I've got something new in this project. It was cool. And then was getting ready to do the ice cream interview today. It was Sinrise. I knew he was going to be late, so I kind of started with a little long countdown type deal, and it came that. Then it ended up being a great interview, man. It had wings. It was great. It pumped me up, man. It wore me out too. Had to pass out for a little bit. And man, it's been okay. I'm really mad as hell at Susan.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Oh
yeah, I heard. Yeah.
All right. So, and I looked. All right. So the community guideline strike that I did get is exactly a month away from expiring.
Mm-hmm.
And so Friday's show, the cream stream went great, man. You were there. We had a good time. We were having fun. And I got Saturday, man, it had a ridiculously high count. It was like, oh God, this is great. I got money in the super chats don't mean shit, right? So and then like later in the afternoon, I think we were live. I was live. What was I doing? I was doing the XD with Excel and them, getting the show started. And like, I'm preoccupied because I'm like going, where did the cream stream go? It's like, I'm sure it was here. And then I got an email saying that, let me get the verbiage correct here. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. I should have this pulled up, and I apologize.
Oh no, I know the verbiage because I've gotten 2 of those. So I was shocked though that they took it down.
Susan likes to finger me. Okay.
Yeah.
She really does.
And that was an awesome interview today.
It was great, man. He was so cool.
That guy's voice. I was sitting there, I was going through some of the articles we were going to do tonight, and I was getting all worked up, pissed off. That dude, and I think I've heard him before. I don't recognize the name, but I think I've seen him on other streams, and I
Oh,
kept
dude, yeah,
hearing
he's
Ryan.
been around a while. Yeah.
Ryan himself, Insomnic. But so I'm like, yeah, I recognize the voice, but he was just mellowing me out. I'm like, yeah, dude, you go. You tell your story, man. Just kept being nice and mellow. And I missed the last 5 or 10 minutes of the show because we had to get started on yard work. But yeah, that was an awesome interview.
It was, man. I was totally blown away by how in depth. I really love talking about spirituality, and I know a lot of people don't like that. But man, I just locked in with this guy, man, and he was talking about his spirituality, and it was fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Right, here's the letter. Here's the letter from Susan. Dear irate prostate, we want to let you know our team reviewed your content. We think it violates our child safety policy. We know you may not have realized this was a violation of our policies, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. You dodged a bullet, motherfucker.
Yeah.
However, we have removed the following content from YouTube. Creamstream 179. Why are you whispering? And you may realize this may be disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube's a safe place for all. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal this decision. You'll find more details below. Yeah. You know what you're going to find below over here? Just saying. God, oh my God, and it's like, and I've got this thing coming up next week, and I do not want to, put my dick on the chopping block and just say,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, voluntarily fuck my shit up.
Yeah, that's where my strikes have come from, is child safety, and I'm like, wait, what? But we were going through problems with the Roo at the time when I got both of them, and I appealed one of them and actually won that one. But I also got nailed for scams and I forget the verb.
Yeah,
I got hit for that, and I'm like, and review it, and I'm like, there is nothing in there. We did all news articles that night. No,
how about this? They should just call it. We're gonna eat your shit for some vague reason that you don't need to know. You know, because we wanted to. Just say that and be honest about it. Because that's what that shit was about.
Or be completely honest and say, we just don't like your shit, so we're hitting you.
I'll be honest, Johnny. I think it was the two Asian kids, the one without a shirt that were beating the shit out of each other. That was actually a good fight. But it's like so I'm toying with the idea of just making the Creamstream an 18 and over thing. I don't know.
I had to, like, I had, I think 4 or 5 videos with kids in them, and I scratched all of them tonight because of listening to you, because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I mean, what are we talking kids here? We're talking child abuse. What are we talking about? Well, one of them, one of the reasons we got pulled was because we had Moo on stream with us, and the Roo complained that. And it was actually the stream he came on. It was that 6-hour stream he came on. I got hit for the child safety shit because Moo was on stream.
Now, why would we want to have that show taken down?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea. But I appealed that one, and they're like, yeah, no, you're good, man. Because I said, this is the 3rd time you guys have hit me for this. And I'm willing to bet if you look into it, it's the same motherfucker that was on our stream that night. And they came back and they said, nope, you're good. We're putting your video back up. And I'm like, cool. Well, I was going to pull that Roo, but guess what? Now it's up for all eternity.
That's right. It's everywhere too, man.
and Becca shares it out about every 2 weeks. She shares it out on Twitter, throughout Discord. Just reminding y'all,
it's better than crack.
It is, man. So yeah, and the first time I got hit, I kind of understood it. It was a couple of I'm going to say 16, 17-year-old kids beating the shit out of each other. And one of them, he just took his legs off because he didn't have no legs. He just took his legs off and beat the living shit out of this other kid. And yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see it there. But I'm like, we can't really tell how old they are. I mean, I'm guessing teenagers, but they could be young adults. I don't know. But I think it was the fact that the dude took his legs off and didn't use his legs to beat the shit out of the other dude, which I would have thought, natural weapon right there. Start swinging them legs. So, okay. My turn. Go ahead.
Bonsako, Laura says hi.
Hi, Laura. How you doing, girl?
Don't know if you've been reading the chat or not.
No, I got it on the other computer because I don't want to lag this one down. Hi, Laura.
How old were the legs?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, I'm going to explain the title. And no, it's not Monty Python, guys. Sorry. I'm not a Monty Python fan. So, I was an actual lumberjack today. Mo, there are a few trees missing in our yard now.
Like entire trees?
Uh-huh. Yeah, all gone. All gone.
Okay. Did you at least take the little... Make it so there's not a big stump sticking out of the ground like Uncle did?
No, I left the stumps. I left the stump about 18 inches out of the ground so we can winch those things out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they're not so big that we should be able to winch those things out, no problem.
There's the one like right outside my window that I keep tripping on because you can barely see it in the dirt, but it's there. It's there.
Yeah, I know. I actually had to mark one of them with a post because I kept tripping over the damn thing. So yeah, I cut 2 trees down in the backyard, disassembled the whole split rail to the neighbor's yard. That's all gone. Took that all down. And it took forever to dismantle all that shit. Because when your grandmother rigs something up, she rigs it to last a lifetime, boy. And I went in there with the chainsaw because you know how the trees had grown in between the slats on the split rail. Went in there with the chainsaw to cut those fuckers in half. And actually, I guess I cut down more trees. Yeah, because I cut those trees down too. But I went in there and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the one that set up the fucking electric fence here for the dogs. I better make sure real quick. So I got in there. Sure as shit, there's fucking wire all over the place. And I'm like, good thing I checked because that would have sucked to hit the wire with the chainsaw. And the snow blowing tree, it's gone. Gone. It's out. And it's cut into little itty bitty pieces. What do you mean? Oh,
that was a cute tree.
That motherfucker kept slapping me in the face every time I walked by with a snowblower.
I know, it was funny.
The fact that it was growing at almost a 90-degree angle at this point, it's like, no, we got to get this thing out of here. And it was about to get into the power lines and shit. And just no. So, yeah, all gone. So, and then Johnny, thankfully, he saved my life because I said, come tell me when it's 6 o'clock because Becca's going to be streaming. Which, Becca, I got a bone to pick with you because I know you're listening or you're going to listen at some point. Got a bone to pick with you. You're not streaming when you tell us you're going to stream. And you're pissing me off because I needed to relax today. And no Becca. But when Johnny came out, I just cut the last chunk of the tree because I cut it into pieces. We may have to split a couple of them to fit in the fireplace, but cut it. And it's like 90 degrees outside, and the humidity is just fucking outrageous.
Hey, Keith.
And I picked up the last 2 logs and thought my eyes were going to roll in the back of my head because I was overheating. So it took me about an hour and a half to just cool down. And my body is pissed. And And I'm like, well, shit, I'll just make a double turkey. That'll take care of any pain I have. And my brain went, you do that, you're going to pass out before 8. Okay, good point. So I drank 2 beers and my body went, I love you, man. So now I'm feeling decent. Fairly okay. So you're going to have a lot of work when you get home, boy. Oh, and you can thank your little brother because he cleaned your fucking shit pit of a room. And he picked up every goddamn wrapper and piece of paper on the floor, on the fucking bookcases, on everywhere. He just picked it up. Oh, I haven't even gotten to you, Jack.
What you talking about?
I got a bone to pick with you, motherfucker. So, yeah. So, I told Jack, Jack's like, well, Johnny never sends me the link. And I'm like, Jack, I'll send you the link the next time, it's on my night.
Hey, Dax.
So I send him the link. And I'm like, Jack, I don't send you the link because I don't want you to feel obligated or anything. So I send him the link about an hour and a half before the show. And I get like an instant DM back. I'm busy watching it or doing the Mystery Science 3000. And I'm like, bastard, this is why I don't send you the link, you ass.
What? Because I was already obligated? At the moment? I thought you were...
For our normal time.
I didn't know you had a normal time. Frankly, I'm surprised that there's anything normal to do with this show.
No, there's really not.
No, we do the show at the same time. Every Sunday, every Monday, and every Wednesday. That's regular. Everything after that, not so regular.
Okay.
So I was like, This is why I don't send Jack the link.
Hey, Irate.
What's up, man?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Groovy.
Right on.
So, Jack, are you gonna keep making jokes at Trippy's expense?
Nah, I think I'm done with that for now. I think I'm done with that for now.
Which, guys, I put Trippy's Streamlabs link in the description. At least it better be there. And in case some of y'all don't know, he had a seizure. He's in the hospital. He's in the ICU. He's doing better, from what I understand.
They believe that at the rate he's going, they'll be able to move him into a proper room and out of the ICU by tomorrow.
Nice.
And he may be out, I think you said later this week, Irate?
Hopefully by the middle of the week or Thursday morning, something like that. It depends on what's going on. He's, so I talked to him, and he sounded okay given the circumstances. So he's doing good. So, I felt a lot better after talking to him today than I did like yesterday. I was like, holy shit, because he didn't sound good at all. So he was totally lucid. And it was a good conversation. I don't want to keep him on the phone, so
right.
But
yeah.
Then we're running some tests on him. So
okay, but he's gonna have some medical bills, guys. So anything y'all can contribute, it would be much appreciated. He's got to go fund me, but I did the Streamlabs because the Streamlabs it will benefit him instantly. Well, quicker than the GoFundMe.
Yeah. Right. I like Streamlabs better than GoFundMe because Streamlabs takes no cut. Well, does GoFundMe take a cut? I don't know.
I don't think they can.
They don't. They don't take a cut, but you can tip them if you have some extra money.
Gotcha.
Like a thank you, yeah. And the GFM is apparently the problems have been fixed about that, and so if you've donated that through that way, everything's cool. Okay, so there were some issues, bullshit. It's like you can't have shit like this happen and people like try to do something nice for somebody without somebody trying to exploit it for attention, or somebody just shitting on it because they're assholes and they are on the internet.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
have some fucking decency, man.
Trippy's pissed a lot of people off, man.
Well, right,
right.
Have some decency. The guy's in the fucking ICU, for God's sakes.
He is sweet as candy, man. When all's said and done, man, he's a decent person, in my opinion. So,
if the Roo did a GoFundMe, it's not like I'm going to go out of my way to go fuck it over because the guy pissed me off. Fucking
or set it up rush shot without people's permission.
Yeah, people suck.
Right.
So okay. So yeah, guys, it's in the description.
We'll get our Trippy back.
Yeah, we better. Because I like him. I like hanging out with him.
Yeah, me too.
He better come back soon. And he's introduced me to some really fucked up shit.
Yeah, I still need to yell at
that
him.
I never would have found without the man. And I dig his game streams. One game stream can be really mellow where he's talking some deep shit, and the other game stream he's just having a good old time shooting the shit with the chat.
So running around fucking GTA with this Joker car and shit, and doing all this crazy stunts and it's funny as hell.
I dig his shit. So
he's a juggalo to the gut.
The hell does that mean?
A juggalo. He's a big fan of ICP, Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I look. I'm just repeating stuff. I'm not. I'm not. Imbued with knowledge of this lore. I just know it exists, right? So, I'm sure. Jack, don't you know? Do you know anything about the ICP? Big fan? You're a juggalo?
I actually never listened to it.
Fair enough. Me either.
Spittle just said in chat, TrippyCast stayed up with her after a seizure for 10 hours. So, and that speaks to who Trippy is.
Exactly.
He's a righteous dude, man. So, all right. You guys ready to get in this shit? All right, guys.
Sure.
We're going to do some serious shit, and then we're going to do our normal shit. But came across some stuff last night. I had a hard time last night, and then again this morning, could not sleep for fuck all. And one of the reasons, Moo, you should enjoy this. So we've been feeding your cat, or cats, I should say. Yeah, we have did you know we had a black cat?
I know we have are you talking about the all black cat? Or is that Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we got the black cat, we got the black and orange and white cat, and then we got this really pretty cat. And they're all strays, but we feed them. And Johnny been feeding them every day. So about 4:30 this morning, I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And it's in the kitchen, or towards the kitchen, towards the back door. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I turn the light on, don't hear a goddamn sound. And I see the cat food bag has been dragged out through the back slider and onto the back deck. And running away from the bag are little kitty footprints. So the kitty came in through the back door. Fucking had to shut the whole house up. It's like, God damn it. So, and that's just it. Every 2 hours I was awake. So, and then, like I said, had a long day. But while I was up, I was watching, videos, going through Twitter, trying to pull stuff, and coming across news articles that just pissed me off. So we're going to cover the news articles first. We're going to get that shit out of the way. And then we're going to try to find shit that's going to irk Jack.
Oh,
well, that's not hard.
Well, not really. I wasn't planning on, just irking Jack, but, so.
Gee, thanks.
Bacon. Actually, I had a bacon cheeseburger today, and every time I eat one of those, I just think of Jack.
Y'all are broken people, man.
I like bacon cheeseburgers.
All right.
Y'all broken and y'all trying to break me.
Yeah.
Y'all bunch of broken ass motherfuckers.
Okay, so this is gonna be the first one. I'm not gonna read all the article, guys. It's more about the headline and then a little bit, but fuck off, B. All right. New poll says Marx is more popular than ever with an insanely ignorant America. You would literally have to be ignorant or evil in the extreme to wish the abject horrors that Marxism unleashed in the 20th century on your fellow Americans. According to a new Axios poll, however, more Americans than ever are falling in love with Marx and his ideas of destroying capitalism and freedom through a glorious revolution that is sure to bring about heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth.
We
Why?
have.
What is it about hundreds of millions of people dead that you don't understand, you stupid motherfuckers? Oh, capitalism is greedy. Capitalism, it's all about greed. What, and communism isn't? Communism is just your greed. That's all it is. It's just your greed because you don't have what rich people have. Okay. And you don't want to work to earn it.
Yeah, see, that's what it comes down to. Someone else will do the work while I reap the benefits.
Hey, man, if this shit happened, the elite will stay the elite.
Yeah, exactly.
It won't fucking touch their asses. And that's what's so disingenuous about all this bullshit. You think it's going to flip and everybody is going to be in this utopia and shit. The first thing that happens is people, all you wonderful people that are marching in the street, you're going to be lined up and you're going to be shot. Mm-hmm. You'll be given fuck the red pill, you're going to get lead pilled. So you get that idea into your head that is what you think is an idea of utopia, which is a child's thoughts anyway. Utopia will never exist because human nature, and at least what we've got going on has figured that shit out. We know and acknowledge and accept human nature. Right?
And see, this is where the education comes in. They're not teaching what I rate and I learn. We're not learning that. Look at the motherfuckers that started the Russian Revolution. They're the motherfuckers that ended up in power. They're the motherfuckers that exploited everybody else. Same with the Chinese. Go look when Mao took over China after World War II. Motherfucker exploited everybody else. So you can all think the little people are going to benefit. No, the little people never benefit. They end up dead.
No, the thing is, I'm convinced. I've seen enough of these motherfuckers that I'm convinced that they don't give a flying fuck about the little people. They care about themselves.
They don't. Right.
They only have ever cared about themselves, and they view themselves as the little people. Imagine being so arrogant as to think that you're the underdog of your own story. If you live in America today, that you're some sort of grand oppressed class in your own mind, this is all subject to people thinking that they are the protagonist of the universe, and that everything should come to them automatically. If I have not, then it is not because I didn't work to get it. It is because I am oppressed. Unbelievable. Sorry.
It is. No, you're not going to hear any pushback from me on this. You're not. This is again, pure ignorance. It's pure ignorance. And it defies logic, to be honest. Come on. Who is the motherfucker? Look at AOC. She went from a bartender to a politician in Washington, D.C. You think that bitch is going to give up that power to anybody else? fuck no. And all she's done since she's got there is accumulate more while trying to oppress more people. Fuck. All right. So, socialism has positive connotations for 60% of Black Americans, 45% of American women, and 33% of non-white Republicans. Those numbers have grown over the past 2 years from 53%, 41%, and 27%, respectively.
Of what? Right?
What do you mean?
Percentage of what? Did they ask 10 people? Did they ask 150 people? Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Actually, does it say? That's a good question, right?
Yeah, to be honest, these days, whenever I see a study suggests, that's like code in my mind for some bullshit artist suggests.
Well, and where the biggest changes are happening are people under 35.
See, this is so infuriating, because this is what happens when science becomes ideologically driven. You cannot trust anything, because the main driver of accepted scientific thought is not what a scientist says. It is the scientist's reputation for telling the truth. That's all they have in their favor. If you have no reputation in science, you have nothing. And history will reflect that.
Let's see here.
Dax says Carlos Maza, anyone?
Let's be clear.
Yeah, who was raised in a very rich family.
He's a rich kid, man.
Yeah, and he's the motherfucker pushing for socialism and communism.
Right. And these motherfuckers think, it's like, all right, so somebody's going to need to lead these people. All right. So when the revolution is over, I'm going to be in the government. I'm going to be on the Politburo, and I'm going to make everything cool for everybody. Right?
No, he dead. No, he dead.
No, exactly. He's in a big pile of bodies.
Yeah, he dead.
In lime rotting.
Yeah, he did. Let's see. Only 48% of American women view capitalism in a positive light, down from 51. Today, 18 to 34-year-olds are almost evenly split between those who view capitalism positively and those who view it negatively, 49 to 46. So, yeah. Mo, your generation sucks. Just saying.
I don't think it's their fault, man. I think it's public education. I think that it was co-opted. We've got this first generation of Obama kids that grew up, from kindergarten through graduation of college. They're out there now. They grew up, thinking that America should be apologized for. They grew up thinking that we're a horrible bunch of just marauding, capitalists that just takes shit away from people, just because we can. And that's the vision of America he had for us, man. And now we got the first fucking flood of true believers. And what's interesting though is that there's also a fucking flip side to that, where there's youngins and stuff that are like groypers and shit. We were talking about that last night. But so there's a silver lining somewhere, but things will emerge. You'll see.
I hope so. Because
I knew I was hoping. All right, this article I was hoping you were gonna.
Yeah, Olympic athlete pissed. National anthem was played while receiving award. Claims it was a setup.
Actually, I have an article that's kind of related to this one, in a bit of a way.
Do you want to wait?
No, you read this.
Okay, so the one that is pissed. Anybody want to guess which one's pissed?
Yep,
the black one.
Yes.
The one with what does it say? Athlete activist.
Yep, there you
On
go.
the
Irate.
T-shirt. Yeah, it was a black
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
I hard talk sometimes.
I believe
Words are hard, yo.
Yo.
I believe they refer to them as basketball Americans.
Wow. Wow.
Is there a basketball?
Just use the word.
Oh,
It was used on your stream today, Irate. I was like, oh, he's asking permission. I know what he's talking about. And then he said it, and I was like, yes. More people need to say it and take the power away from it. Fuck, it's a word for fuck's sake.
I feel you. I totally feel that, man. You know?
So, hammer thrower Gwen Berry made headlines Saturday, turning away from the American flag as the national anthem was played at the U.S. Olympic track and field trials.
hey, Ramen.
Berry was standing on the podium after receiving her bronze prize. All right, number one, how much? You can't, bitch. You are on the lowest step, bitch. Come on. No? All right. And you're representing your goddamn country again. Fuck you. If you don't take pride in your country, why the fuck are you out there? We're the ones paying for your training. Your only job is to succeed at the sport you're in. That's it. And the American people are the ones funding you.
Yeah, all the Russian athletes, when they hear their anthem, they take pride in that. The Chinese athletes, the Spanish athletes, Canadian athletes.
Chinese have to take pride in theirs.
Yeah, otherwise they
can't. Well, they all have very masculine militaries too.
Mm-hmm. If Chinese people don't take pride in their national anthem, they very quickly cease to be people.
Or they get re-educated at least. You know, they spend a little time in that gulag, maybe forever.
Yeah. When the national anthem was played, Berry turned away from the American flag. All right, as her coach, you're gone. You are gone off my team. Right there. That's all. That's me. As your coach for the American team, you are fucking out of here. I don't need your politics on my shit. I don't need your politics fucking up my locker room. You want to be a political figure? Then get the fuck out. Go run for Congress. Go join BLM. Go do whatever the fuck you want to do, but get the fuck out of my locker room.
Ramen says hammer throwing should not be a sport unless it's at my ex-husband.
Well, a different kind of hammer, Ramen. Different kind of hammer, girl. Let's see. While the music played, Berry placed her left hand on her hip and fidgeted. She took a quarter turn, so she was facing the stands, not the flag. Toward the end, she plucked up her black T-shirt with the words "Activist Athlete" emblazoned on the front and draped it over her head. Even more surprising, Berry alleged event organizers played the national anthem when she was receiving her prize to single her out. I feel like it was a setup, and they did it on purpose, Berry said of the timing.
A setup for what? What did you expect to happen?
I was pissed, to be honest.
Lady, you're trash. You're a trash human being. You will always be a trash human being. I don't give a flying fuck what struggle you went through if you cannot accept the struggle of
please,
what that flag represents.
What fucking struggles this bitch going through?
She, in fairness, she is an Olympic athlete.
Yeah,
it's not exactly easy to do that.
No. But
I'm not sure she's female.
She has people catering to her every fucking need.
Yep.
Yeah.
So don't give me this. She's struggling. Bullshit.
She's got a free place to stay, free food. She gets to fucking throw a hammer all day long. Mm-hmm. You know, when most people got to check in and do shit and interact with people they fucking hate and shit. Well, she's throwing hammers for a country she hates. It's like, well, why don't you go throw hammers for a country you love, like China? All right, see how they treat you in China. You fucking cunt.
Even when I dislike the people who are representing America or the people who are ruining America, I still love America. I can mentally separate the people who I don't like from the country as a concept in general. If you don't like America, it's because you don't like the concept of America. It's not because you don't like a law, it's because you don't like the concept of America. And to me, America is freedom. America is liberty.
Okay, Jack, hold that thought, because I have another article after this. So keep that thought in your head, because the next article, yeah. Barry found it. Barry found it to be no matter of coincidence that she was front and center during the anthem. Unlike the Olympics, anthems aren't played to accompany medal ceremonies at the trials, but the hammer throwers received their awards just before the start of the evening session, which has been kicking off all week with a videotaped rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. So it was coincidence. But bitch has to see a conspiracy, or she has to be paranoid about this shit. Again, if I'm her coach, you're fucking gone. I don't care how you qualified, you're out. Bye-bye. All right.
I don't know if it covers what else she said in this article, but she also said that she's going to continue to speak out against and fight systematic racism. What systematic racism?
You don't know. That's the wonderful thing about people with this ideology, is they are capable of endlessly spouting off buzzwords, but when you ask them for hard, fast definitions, they say, they give you even more buzzwords. There's no actual substance to anything they say, and if they do give you a hard and fast answer, and you approach someone else about the same thing, they're like, oh, I didn't hear what they said. People don't all think alike, you know. And so ultimately the end result is nobody has any sort of thing that you can actually challenge them on, because they're all saying slightly different things. It's like their entire viewpoint rests upon one giant semantic argument. This is why when you're arguing with people like this, you can never define terms for them. You have to ask them to define their terms, because otherwise they're going to just tell you you're wrong. If someone says, you don't even know what CRT is, you can't say, I know exactly what CRT is, because I've seen this portrayed in about 1,000 different ways over the past 5 years. I know basically every single argument you people make, and I am capable of adding 2 and 2 together. No, what you have to do is you have to demand that they define it for you. And then they immediately shoot back with, you have to educate yourself. It's not my job to do unpaid labor educating you on what CRT is. Their entire foundation is just semantic arguments.
And just 5 years? No, they've been pushing this shit for almost 30.
Oh, well, they've been pushing it for almost 30, but this is kind of, when I woke up to it.
Right. But again, what systematic racism is this bitch dealing with?
Yeah, if the system was out to get you because you're black, you wouldn't be here. You're at the top.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympics,
keep going, Mo. Keep going.
Few people can be Olympians because it's hard. You have to be the best of the best. You're pretty far from the best of the best. You got third, but you came close. What racism are you? How is that affecting you? If it was systematic racism, you would still be down in, I don't know where she's from, but let's go, the slums of Chicago with all the gang violence and all that. If systematic racism actually existed, you'd be screwed. You don't suffer from this made-up stupidity.
Well, I hope the American people are paying attention to this shit because we just had Jalen Rose accuse the IOC of bringing on a white man to the basketball team as a token, not the black folks that are on the team, but the white guy. He's the token. He doesn't belong there. He's just there because of the color of his skin. So we have one woman saying, I'm dealing with systematic racism keeping me down. You have another guy saying systematic racism is bringing one white guy. I'm going to guess there are 15 to 20 people on the team, and they brought one white guy. And I've read a number of black sports writers defend bringing this particular guy on the team. He deserves to be there in all of these guys' minds. Now, I don't know basketball, but I trust three of the writers. Jason Whitlock's the one that has probably done. It was his opinion that I read with competence, because Jason Whitlock, he doesn't give no fucks. So for him to come out and say, no, this is bullshit. The fact that you got an ex-NBA player and Jalen Rose, I've seen him on ESPN. I'm thinking he has his job because of the color of his skin. Because he's not the brightest star in the sky. He's not. He's a fucking idiot. Go ahead.
No, you go. You finish your thought.
Well, to accuse people of racism, and you're accusing the IOC of racism. Well, we have to have a white person. We got this lady saying, well, you played the national anthem because my black ass was up there. Fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Again, 15, 20 years ago, we didn't give a shit. You know what Americans give a fuck about when it comes to the Olympics? How many gold medals we win. We don't give a fuck what color skin you are. We don't. Look at Simone, what's her name? Simone Biles, the gymnast. That chick is fucking awesome. Every American is going to cheer that woman on because she rocks. And she can do some pretty amazing shit. We're not going to cheer her on because of the color of her skin. We're going to cheer her on because she's out there doing the very best in the world for us.
Product of University of Alabama Athletic Department.
Oh, just had to get that in there, didn't you?
Roll motherfucking tide.
The Olympians are there to win. They're not there to spout off their political views or anything like that. Do that in your own time. You're there at the Olympics to win.
This is my problem with sports in general right now. This is the reason I stopped watching. I have not watched one baseball game this year. Football, I tune in for the scores. That's it. I never was a basketball fan because I don't want this shit. I don't need this shit in my sports. I watch sports to get the fuck away from the politics, from the social, conflicts. Look, and this was my thing with Colin Kaepernick. Dude, you want to protest? By all means, protest. But don't do it on Sunday. Do it on Monday through Friday. Do it on your fucking days off, you dick. Do you ever see these fucking multimillionaire black athletes out there protesting on Monday and Tuesday when they have that time off? No, you don't. You know why? Because they're sitting in their multi-million-dollar mansion in their air conditioning, enjoying their time off. They don't give two fucks about social justice. There are a few out there that do, but when it comes right down to it, the majority of these motherfuckers, all they want to do is get their name in the goddamn press.
If say someone was working at an office job, they just got up from their chair, walked out to the hallway, and just took a knee, stopped all work, just took a knee, they'd be fired. Because the company did not hire you for your political views. They hired you to work. Colin Kaepernick, what's her face that we just covered? I forgot her name. They were not hired to spout off politics. That's not what we want. That's not what really anyone wants. They were there to go play and be athletic. And they're not doing that. They care more about the politics that they spew out into the world than they do their actual jobs.
And again, how can all right? This because I have a huge problem with this because these motherfuckers have been catered to from the time that they were, freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors in high school when their talent started to flourish. Once people start to realize how talented you are, they start to cater to your ass. So how much shit? And I'm not saying there aren't some stories out there about some people that have come out of some really, violent neighborhoods, so on and so forth, to hit the, pinnacle of sports. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, for the most part, the second you start to show talent, your high school, the parents, everybody will start to cater to your ass. So don't sit there and tell me how fucking hard you've had. This girl, look, again, she went to college. They pulled her ass out of college to put her on the Olympic team. She was catered to in college. We see it all the time. So, the fuck out of here. You've been oppressed. Get the fuck out of here. You understand that your people are oppressed. When was the last time you actually went to the ghetto or went to South Central LA or went to the South Side of Chicago? I'm gonna bet you've never done it.
In the ghetto.
I'm not the only one that went there.
So, okay. All right. Now, this is the one that set me off today. Go ahead, Mo.
Share my screen.
Oh, okay.
There's another Olympic one. U.S. trans Olympic athlete. My goal is to win the Olympics so I can burn a U.S. flag on the podium. It isn't he the peach? Best Elvis song ever. Pretty high up there.
Oh my god.
This is what is known as a pile of human fecal material. One, you are unfairly targeting the women in the Olympics because you are a guy, you are going to be better. And you are an unpatriotic piece of trash who would rather see their own country burn than to, I don't know, help the country, help people in the country, yada yada. This is just terrible person. Absolutely awful.
Johnny, do you remember those bumper stickers that said "America, love it or leave it"?
Yeah. Yeah,
you know
actually,
what I'm saying?
I'm starting to see them more and more here in
They're coming
California.
back? Oh,
yeah,
wow, cool.
here in California, they're coming back.
Nice.
You got to be fucking kidding me. So, okay, one, this motherfucker already has an advantage, just a natural advantage over all these people. Because last week we had the article with the power weightlifter from New Zealand. And I don't know. I think we showed the pictures on our stream last week. That's a dude. That's a fucking dude. And that dude is going to break every Olympic record this year if he's allowed to compete.
Yep.
Can we just let this happen for like 1 year? Because it's going to become undeniable when transgender athletes, I mean, this is an argument that's just proven over time. That's all that can happen with this, is that eventually every single spot is going to be dominated by transgender athletes, and women will be at the bottom, and it's going to be unfair for a period of time, but after that it will become absolutely undeniable that this is an unfair advantage.
We already know that. They've been doing this for the last since Obama was in office. This shit has been happening. You're seeing college records, women's college records, just getting annihilated.
Well, yes, I know, but like I said, it's proven over time.
Right.
We've been seeing these happen, but there needs to be like a total wipeout. Like we need to see we need to see Olympic events that have the top three spots going to transgender athletes, and then it will just be absolutely undeniable.
Well, it should be undeniable now, but
Well, yeah.
Because of the way politics are and the way the alphabet people, sit there and scream at the top of their lungs, you're this, you're phobic, you're ist, fuck right off. No, I don't give a shit. I again, don't care what you are. I don't.
It's undeniable if you have sense and think about things rationally.
But people cower now because the LGBT machine will attack anybody that is willing to stand up to them.
Yeah.
But most normal people do not want to stand up to the machine because that machine has power. It has political power. Fuck, look what the Democrats are pushing right now. They're pushing that it should be unconstitutional for states to say that transgender athletes, males, or transgender females, I should say, shouldn't compete against natural females. That's what they're pushing right now. They're pushing that the trans female has a right to compete against the female that was born female. So you have a political machine, you have a social cultural machine just grinding people up every time you say, no, this is fucking insane. This is ridiculous. You have college students coming out right now saying, I'm getting smoked by 10 seconds in a race by transgender people. But most people don't want to stand up to the machine.
A transgender Olympic athlete that qualified as an alternate to represent the United States this year's Summer Olympics said last year that the goal was to win and then burn an American flag on the Olympic podium.
I would just like to remark that so far, the Olympics has kept pretty honest insofar that you're not allowed to use political messaging during the Olympics. For example, Black Lives Matter flags are not allowed. And I believe that that famous image of the black people raising their fist, doing the Black Power fist, I believe those guys were banned immediately afterwards.
Yeah, Japan don't put up with that shit anyway.
Yeah,
right.
So
because it's communist China, and they hate each other. Wow.
If this transgender athlete ever were to do something like that, they would probably be banned from the Olympics for life, and rightfully so.
Hey, Goat Man. Let's see. BMX freestyle rider Chelsea Wolfe, BMX is a sport? Wrote in a Facebook post unearthed by Fox News, my goal is to win the Olympics so I can burn a U.S. flag on the podium. The post, which included a link to an article on a far-left blog that was attacking the Trump administration, continued, this is what they focus on during a pandemic hurting trans children. Now,
God,
you're not hurting trans children, you're protecting children from doing irreparable damage. I'm tired of hearing this, oh, you're hurting trans children, meow, meow, meow. No! We're protecting children from you sickos! BMX is biking, moo, it's a sport. Yeah, but BMX freestyling in the Summer Olympics?
No, it's not. But then again, I'm old, so what can I say?
There have been lots of crazy Olympic sports over the years. I'm willing to accept that BMX can be a sport.
Well, I suppose if tossing a frisbee is a sport, then BMX should be a sport too.
If curling if curling is a sport,
Hey,
Johnny.
you fuck right off.
Oh,
yeah,
come
that
on.
was Jack
I like
that
don't-
one.
Don't be giving me no shit, Johnny.
No,
You know just as well as I do that curling is a bullshit sport. Everybody knows it. We just like it because it's funny, because it's so ridiculous.
Okay, you got me. Yeah, okay, you got me. Because I have to laugh at the Canadians, man, when curling comes up. They lose their shit. And I'm like, y'all are just throwing rocks down the goddamn ice. Never mind, moving on. And I hate to tell the Canadians, there are robots out there that can curl better than any Olympic team I've ever seen. I'm just going to put that out there now. Y'all are going to be replaced by robots.
But that's like Canada's one thing: curling and maybe ice skating.
Well, it used to be hockey.
Oh yeah, hockey.
No, ice skating shit. The Americans and the fucking Russians that kicked their ass at ice skating.
They're not bad.
They're not good either.
Canada has stopped having anything except for draconian lockdowns.
Yeah, what's going on? You poor Canadians. Who the fuck am I to say rise up? But you really should at this point.
At this point,
Nice.
you know, we have Canada with the draconian lockdowns, and we have America with political prisoners, with political citizens as political prisoners, no less.
Well, I was hoping I could pull a decent video, but I couldn't find a video that I think we could play on stream that was loud enough for people to hear. But did you see what they're doing in Australia? They're building quarantine camps.
Oh, Christ.
In Australia.
They're not accepting the vaccine, folks, so in order to protect everyone's lives, we gotta get rid of them.
It's not the whole continent though. I think it's what Victoria is. It New South Wales or Victoria that's doing that?
New South Wales has been the most militant about it when it comes to this type of shit. They'll pull you over for going out to get a Big Mac in New South Wales. So it's
Fuck
like,
them.
really? You guys are building quarantine camps.
I think
Holy fuck.
I think the president of the Philippines, I could be wrong, it may have been another country, but he is going to start jailing people if they don't get their vaccines.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you're right. I think it's Philippines.
I'm just gonna say, certain governments have failed, just abject failure in terms of just being governments in general. As a result of this past year, they've just outright they've done the thing that a government can't do. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's like a line in the sand that if you cross it, you are no longer a reasonable government. And when you start putting people into forced confinement like this, you cross that line.
You become a dictatorship.
Yeah. Canada has become a dictatorship. Australia, New Zealand, dictatorships. Easily.
New Zealand is like a fucking woke nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they locked their entire country down from travel for a year. I'm not sure travel to New Zealand is still, I think it's still locked down. They were talking a lockdown until I think it was December of this year.
Yeah, they've literally turned themselves into a third world country, and they were really a second world country.
What the hell is gonna happen though? I mean, part of me, my brain is like going crazy because when I see things like this, when I look back at history, if I saw things like this, they're usually followed with massive revolts. Where's the revolt? Where are the protests about basic human liberties? Why aren't people doing anything, goddammit?
The same reason that the blue states aren't rebelling against the lockdowns, whereas the red states are. South Wales is an exceptionally progressive part of Australia. Why the fuck would they rise up? They expect this shit.
No. It's not even that. Where are the red states rebellion so far has been confined to like two things. Number one, not wearing masks. Woo, big fucking deal. Pardon me, but big fucking deal. You chose not to wear a mask at a Walmart, aren't you, Captain Edgy Boy over here? And the second one, and the second one has been fighting over their schools. And you know that's good, but then again, why did it take this long? This same shit's been going on in the school for decades now. Why did it take you this fucking long?
Because the parents didn't know, Jack. The parents did. I'm telling you, the one good thing that will come out of COVID is the parents waking up to what the schools are pushing down their kids' throats. That's the only good thing that's going to come out of COVID. That's it.
It's just it feels like way too weak a response to infringements on human liberties. We have political prisoners in America. Why the hell aren't we constantly out there saying, you better release these guys or else your shit's gonna get fucked up?
We've been pacified, Jack. What can I say? And I don't think it can happen again because they're talking, I'm watching all over Twitter right now, talking about the new lockdown. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not even going to happen here in California. And California locked down for over a year. Ain't going to happen again.
I feel like America's will has been sapped away, like Death of 1,000 Cuts style, where all these little tiny shots at American freedom has just slowly broken our will down to the point that they are now just outright doing atrocities. I think that's not an overestimation to say that false political imprisonment is a form of atrocity. And we're not saying anything. We're just talking. I'm sick of people talking. Oh, I said something, therefore I did something. Bullshit. Guess what? At the end of the day, if you think that talk is all that is necessary in order to maintain in order to maintain your liberties, then you're no better than one of those pussy ass pacifists. You're just a pacifist. And I'm sorry, but pacifism on the individual level may work, but at the societal level, sometimes a war needs to get fought. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
Like I said, the next lockdown they try to push on us, I don't think it's going to happen, Jack. I think you're going to see the rebellion you're talking about.
No. What's going to happen is they're going to try to push it, and the people are just going to go, we're not doing this, and the politicians are just going to cave.
No, they're gonna offer incentives to people to report people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. And you have your neighbor. It's going to be like the fucking Stasi. You might want to watch the movie Beck and I are going to watch tomorrow because it's based on a true story, and it's about a guy that worked for the Stasi, monitoring the people. 25% of the population of East Germany was spying on their neighbors and family, and reporting to the Stasi. A quarter, 25%. So that's probably what they're looking for with this non-compliant shit.
Yeah, there's just it feels like our spirit as Americans has been totally shut down. We have been what's the phrase that guy says, the KGB guy who
Uncle
deferred
Yuri
to the American. Yeah.
Uncle Yuri Bezmenov?
Yeah. Yuri. What was it he said? Not dehumanized. All
right. So the four stages are demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and then what they call normalization.
Yeah.
Which is that twisted totalitarian language.
What we are seeing right now is we have been totally demoralized.
We're done. We're in destabilization, possibly crisis. I think maybe they're trying to push us into a crisis thing with this whole hunting down of of MAGA dudes because they're evil. I saw a general talk about how he wanted to know more about evil whiteness, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, white rage.
White rage.
A U.S. general, the highest.
He's the leader of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like the highest military office in the country. And he's talking about white rage? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, now you put any other color in front of that fucking word, you would have the fucking world would explode in your face. If we had talked about black rage during the BLM riots for the last year, we would have been called every goddamn name in the book.
Well, we're toxic black rage. Now, but there's like the black rage we witnessed was healthy. It was cathartic. They were expressing 400 years of abuse and subject, being subjected to the white man's power structure.
And you know what the worst part is? All of this, the military breakdown it's all just gonna land right on top of our troops. Again, our country's getting fucked up, and the people who are gonna get stuck with the bill the hardest is gonna be America's troops.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're giving enough credit to the men and women that serve our country in the military or in the police departments, because I've been seeing police departments, at least here in California, in the counties, the sheriffs, they're not going to enforce shit that Newsom wants, to do.
Yeah, but all they have to do,
honestly, hold on, Jack. When it comes to what Biden said last week, with the F-15s and the AR-15s and all this bullshit and nuclear weapons, okay, I'll tell you right now, you're going to have a hard fucking time finding someone to fly those F-15s against the American public. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time with the military attacking the American public.
That's not true. That's not true. Because the fact is that other nations, no matter how they went about doing it,
we aren't other nations, though. We aren't other nations.
Yes, but we can't. But to suggest that we can't be forced to the same pressures of those other nations. We might not be those other nations today, but just because we have a bunch of troops that won't fire on Americans doesn't mean we can't find some. This is why demoralizing the military is such a terrible thing, because when it comes to Uncle Sam, if you can't get someone who will toe the line that you want, or if someone's not towing the line you want, you can find someone that will toe the line you want. You can replace them instantly, and you don't even need a real good reason to do it. And so all you need to do is find enough people who are willing to fire on American citizens. And I'll bet you they exist. I'll bet you that if you tell them, oh, it's just flyover country, it's filled with Trump voters, they're just rabid at the mouth enough to do it.
Yeah, Biden has been putting policies into place to weed out some of the more right-leaning and center people in the military.
Exactly. He's been vetting people. He's been vetting the troops to make sure that they're the right kind of loyal to him. They want they want troops that are loyal to Biden, not to America, to Biden. And that is where you get these creepy militaries that subjugate their own citizenry. And to suggest that it can't happen here is just
I'm not saying
ignoring
it can't
history.
happen. What I'm saying is, instead of looking at it, because I'm saying you're looking at this from a pessimistic perspective.
And what right do I have not to be pessimistic?
Can I finish,
sorry.
Jack?
Sorry. Go on.
I choose to see, because I believe the majority of our military right now is on the side of the American people and not on the side of the generals, not on the side of the politicians, because a majority, I shouldn't say the majority, but a lot of the military would still follow a General Flynn. The generals that have been pushed out of the military are usually the generals that the lower rank military would follow. Okay, so you think that motherfucker that sat there in Congress last week is going to be able to control our military if he were to order them to fire on the American people
today?
Today,
maybe not. I don't know. Here's
positive. I'm saying positive.
Johnny, America didn't know what was happening in America's classrooms until this year.
You're right.
We don't know what's happening in America's military because there ain't no cameras there. There's not going to be any evidence there. It's just going because that shit's kept out. We don't know what's going on in these places. We don't know how they're organizing their people, who they're holding down, and who they're promoting. We don't know how deep the corruption goes because we only can see from the outside. And frankly, if it was to the point that they could actually sick America's military on its citizenry, we wouldn't know until it was too late anyway.
Well, that's why we don't let it get to that point, Jack.
How?
Because what I'm saying right now, we're seeing an awakening to this shit. That's where I'm starting to see a little bit of sunlight, where it was all dark at one time. Because you have the American people waking up to the education system is fucked.
And that's a great place to start chipping at, because that's a huge voting base.
Yeah.
And a huge influence of what are they called? Lobbies.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of moolah. You chop that shit up and make that moolah disappear. All of a sudden, the politicians are going, well, maybe we need to rethink this shit.
Well, to me, if you're there's two things that keep these people in power. Number one is money. Number two is voters. Money and voters. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that we already know that the voters thing is gone. The voters thing is we'll still be able to win in some places, and hell, maybe we'll make gains in some places. But in corrupt districts, they can control the vote. We know that now. And what's more, we know that they can get away with it. Biden's going to get away with what he pulled during the election. Who knows how many seats are controlled in much the same way? And then we have the money aspect. Well, we already know that America bails everything out that it wants to. Biden can just give money to anyone he wants. And anything that isn't done through direct bailouts can just be done through contract negotiations. I mean,
Jack, hold on. There isn't a contract negotiation that is going to calm these parents down when it comes to these fucking teachers unions. These fucking parents are pissed off. They're seeing these teachers unions for the corrupt piles of garbage they are. And they're looking for any way of making it stop and to change directions. I have talked to two neighbors in my neighborhood up here in the mountains that voted for Biden and have both whispered to me, I wish I had voted for Trump. I had no idea how bad it was going to be. That's here in California. All right. And I'm starting to see the same thing on Twitter. The most progressive platform you can find. You're starting to see people going, holy fuck. I can't believe this is what they want to do.
Well, you know what?
So there is sunshine there. We just have to find it and we have to exploit it. That's what these motherfuckers have been doing for decades. We're just now catching up to them.
Well, you know what that means for the next election, Johnny? More votes than voters. Again. That's all that's going to happen. Because they rigged the election.
And you don't think with this awakening that we're having, the American public is having an awakening, that things aren't going to be seen differently on the next election? I guarantee you things are going to be different in 2022.
Oh, they're going to be different. They're going to be different, all right. They're going to be a fucking nightmare. Because all that's going to happen is that we're going to get a repeat of 2020, except bigger. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be badder, it's going to be much more naked, but it's still going to happen.
Okay, Jack, then what do we do? Just give up?
No. What I'm saying is...
You have painted a pretty dark picture that we are not going to pull out of. I'm trying to find something positive that you see, and you're not giving me anything positive here, man.
No, I think that what's ultimately going to happen is a hot civil war. I think that is the only way out of this.
In place, point. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't not see that.
I don't see it consuming the country the way the original Civil War, but yeah, okay, yeah, I'm with you on that.
There's definitely going to be specific flashpoints, and that may be by design, to be honest with y'all, because it indulges the industrial military complex. And also there's profit to be made. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to get at, right?
America's industrial military complex is nothing compared to the big elephant in the room. That is entitlements. Entitlements are where all the big money comes from. Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. That is where America's money is all lying in, and it's all. And it's all been just so utterly fucked with. The books have been so utterly cooked that the only way out of this is the only way I see out of our current financial situation, unless there's some sort of goddamn miracle, is some sort of dissolving of American currency altogether. It's totally inevitable at this point. And the only other way I can see... I mean, for example, we owe debt to China, but what form does that debt take? Does it take... is it in pounds of gold? Is it in Chinese currency? Is it in American currency? If we were to totally and utterly inflate the dollar beyond reasonable comparison, what would happen to our debt with other nations? What would happen if the American dollar became like the paper mark?
Well, what would happen if the American government called in its loans that it has with every other fucking country on the face of the planet? I mean, we're talking about a system. The system is made up. It's one of the reasons I at this point I keep seeing Trump 2024. Why? The guy is not the second coming of Christ. Did he scare the fuck out of people? Yes. Did he do what needed to be done? He could have dissolved the Fed if he wanted to. He chose not to. You know why? I agree with Becca on this. Trump was in office because he's a fucking businessman and he was going to do things that benefited him and his buddies as a businessman. He just happened to find things that the American people agreed with at the same time.
Well, and he fucked with Congress's money.
Right.
The big money river, it got fucked up, right? And Clinton Global closed shop.
Here's the crazy thing, though. You can say that makes Trump a bad president. I don't necessarily agree. Because at the end of the day, if Trump does policies that's good for his businesses, then he has the potential to do policies that are good for all businesses, including his.
That's what we were seeing.
Oh, sorry.
That's what was happening to the economy. You're right.
Yeah, because you don't need to take a bigger share of the pie for yourself. You can grow the pie as a whole. You can make the pie bigger, and by consequence, your slice of it gets bigger too. And that's why good business for me is good business for everyone. So I don't give a flying fuck if Donald Trump made better tax policy that would help him in the long run, because odds are the same tax policy helped a whole lot of other businesses too.
That's a dangerous thing to go with, Jackdaw. Do you
I'm
want
not saying
presidents?
it can't be. I'm not saying it can't be abused. I'm saying that odds are that was the effect.
Okay.
It was.
I got you.
The way I see it is it was a populist thing. I think that the people were trying to signal to the fucking idiots up in Washington that there was a huge disconnect, and we're acutely aware of that shit, right? And it's only getting more and more obvious as time goes on that they don't give a rat's fuck about us. We're ants, they're in a fucking 747 flying over the country, and they can't see us. We don't exist.
Yeah. We don't.
Yeah. Remember the complaint about Flyover America, right?
Yep.
Why did they get the vote? That's literally what they said.
All right, we're gonna move on.
All right.
Okay.
And I think this will be the last serious article. I gotta pee. Because poor Moo. Yeah, I gotta pee too, to be honest.
All right, break. I'm saying break.
If you
Here,
would like,
Moo, let me share the. I'll put this backstage, and you can pull it up and read it.
I feel bad because every time I come on this show, Moo is just dead silent the whole time.
No, I'm listening.
Oh, come on, you're bored as shit.
Okay, yes, I am. But I'm listening.
Yeah, I thought Moo was going to pass out on us, so I'm like, okay, we'll do one more serious, and then we'll move on. All right, Moo, you got the article?
Yeah.
Get this one fucking... My head down there popped up on this one.
Oh, boy. I got 3 pop-ups as soon as I opened it up.
Yeah, Blaze is pissing me off. Blaze, you keep doing this shit, I'm going to stop using your website. And the thing is, I hit your ads. I do. I hit your ads because you get some shit that actually interests me on your website.
Oh, what is this? This is why I don't get articles from The Blaze. Wait, Dax says, no, Mr. Moo is feeling the horrible dread that the future will be very bleak.
I read that as black. I was like, oh, you ain't wrong, Dax.
Oh, racist.
Yeah.
I don't feel horrible dread. A healthy amount of dread.
I gotta pee. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Go pee.
I can read it without sharing it,
Well, they might want to. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm out. I'll be back in a minute.
Right. I don't feel a horrible amount of dread, just a healthy amount. Enough dread that makes me go, oh, wow. Maybe the future isn't as good as I thought.
I'm back.
Bonsako just left. And he sent me this mess of an article.
How about this, Mr. Moo? The future may be bad, but you will be desensitized to it to the point that you will just deal with it as it is the current situation, because that's what human beings do. They adapt and they overcome.
Jack, that made me feel better and worse at the same time. That's impressive. How did you do that? I want to learn how.
I don't know.
Alright, so Bonsako sent me this. National Archives Racism Task... Sorry, I had another stroke. Task Force says building with founding documents displays structural racism, slams Thomas Jefferson. Is a racism task force actually a thing? Did that become, real? Or is that just another made-up term that they're using now?
I've got a question. Speaking of these, so what about his descendants of his affair from Sally Hemings? I think that's her name, right? There's a whole like huge descendant, black descendants of Jefferson. It's like, what about? Do they owe reparations? You think? Or do you think they've gotten them?
I think that'd be a situation where they owe reparations to themselves. I think. Don't quote me. He works in mysterious ways. Yes, Jack does. Wasn't the Triple K a racism task force? I mean, I suppose. We only got to the title.
Triple K.
Oh, okay. I can take it from there.
My apologies. I went to go put some pizza in the toaster oven.
Does that mean I get to leave now too? We're all just taking turns.
Yeah, sure.
We're leaving. Chat,
we're gonna
hold fort down for us.
Chat, we're gonna tag team you the rest of the night. All right, so we've done National Archives, racism, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, the National Archives Rotunda, the place where American founding documents are prominently displayed in Washington, D.C., is yet another example of systematic racism, according to a new report.
At this point, I'm totally desensitized to shit like this. They're just like, this is systemic racism, and I'm like, of course it is. Of course, everything is systemic racism. Everything. And the term is totally meaningless, and I have no desire to do anything about your faux systemic racism, because that's all you're capable of doing is producing bullshit. And I take your bullshit not seriously at all.
See, one of my problems I have with this is this isn't going to hit the media. This isn't going to hit a newspaper. This isn't going to hit shit. And the American people aren't going to understand what the fuck is going on in their nation's capital when they take their kids to visit the Rotunda.
I'm just curious, do we still have military occupation of Washington, D.C.?
Last I heard, yes, but I could be wrong. I know that a number of states pulled their National Guard troops out after they saw the way they were being treated. But last I heard, we still had 5,000 troops in D.C. So.
Jesus Christ. And we don't know what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you also have Pelosi asking for more funds to harden the Capitol. And I'm like, what does harden mean? Does that mean they're going to be putting 50 caliber machine guns up there? What?
We all know that the only reason that DC is currently occupied is because they know that we're calling them on their bullshit from the election. They know that we know the election was rigged, and that if given the opportunity, Biden is going to go by, perhaps unilaterally.
No, the election was not rigged. That can get Johnny slammed.
Oh, sorry. The election was not rigged. The election was perfectly legitimate.
It was fortified.
The election was fortified. So don't hurt me, Susan.
Susan, go away. Susan, this is an educational television show.
Susan, don't poke my butthole again.
And the thing is you have enough people that are willing to believe what Pelosi's putting out there. There was an insurrection, there was this, there was that are willing to support this shit. There are enough people that will support this shit.
The media are the ones that keep pushing it, and morons that can't think for themselves are going to believe what they're told every night over and over and over and over and over and over again, right?
I'm going to start putting a list out of people y'all need to follow on Twitter, because these motherfuckers are getting shit done for the progressive agenda. And I'm not seeing anything even remotely close on anybody left of Stalin or right of Stalin. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing centrists. I'm not seeing anybody that is able to magnify and amplify the fucking voice that the progressive agenda is doing on Twitter. It's scary because these people are living in an alternate reality at this point.
Well,
and they have enough followers and enough believers that are pushing it forward.
If we had a free speech platform, if we had the capacity towards free speech, we would be able, if we had the platform, a platform like Twitter, and we were able to get the word out to everyday Americans, then this problem would go away very quickly. All our problems would go away very quickly.
We may have some hope. We may have some hope. I have an article. We may have some hope.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on. Amid racial unrest last summer, activists of the United States, David S. Ferrier, established a racism task force at the National Archives and Records Administration. To little fanfare, the agency publicly released a report this month claiming the NARA and the National Archives is dripping with structural racism, from its employees to the very display of America's most sacred documents.
Night, Vanisher.
Night, Vanisher. Hey, Vanisher, are you streaming later? Because when we're done here, we'll send them your direction.
And if you're not, right? If you're not streaming, we'll send them all to Cheesy Wheezy.
Right, Keeper? Yeah. We'll just start using Smith for some of these names. Despite housing documents like the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution, the report claimed that the National Archives Rotunda lauds wealthy white men in the nation's founding while marginalizing BIPOC, women, and other communities.
It's the same script over and over. It's the exact same set of buzzwords. These people have no creativity at all. It all just sounds the same. It's all just one accusation of racism into another. It's all racist. It's all sexist. It's all xenophobic. It's the structural racism, cultural cis het normativity, whiteness, blackness, black bodies. It's all the same script over and over and over again, and I feel like if their biggest weapon is just boring everyone to fucking tears with the same words over and over again.
No, because these people are using shame. They're shaming Americans for their past where they have no right to shame them. Problem is, Americans haven't been pushing back. Americans starting to push back now, but the last 50, 60 years, they've been shaming America for its past. We're starting to realize it's a crock of shit. Fuck you. Because without the United States,
yes, but shame is one side of it. But the reason they're able to use shame, Johnny, is because they keep using these things that people don't really understand in order to back up their opinions.
Again,
their opinions are backed up by total bullshit.
But that goes with the education, Jack. That's why we need to slam the education. And we need to... And it's what I've been teaching my children. It's not about your feelings. Your feelings are going to get hurt in life.
Which is why there's basically, as far as I can see, a three-pronged attack going forward. Number one is education. We have to stop having CRT in education. That's going to be difficult because the entire education system has been highly politicized. Number two is what was I going to say? Number two,
the teachers union. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Number two is getting the message out. Getting the message out and telling people this is what sort of opinions are going on behind the scenes. this is why you're seeing this sort of crazy shit. Here is what they actually believe in plain everyday terms. I mean, you're familiar with what was going on with Crazy Carlin the other day. She was saying, don't say anti-white, instead say racist for everything. The fact is that the only way we're going to get the message out is if we say anti-white, because A, it's easy, and B, if you try and complicate and nuance the issue...
It's fucking true!
Yeah, well, first of all, it's fucking true, and second of all, if you try and make the issue overly nuanced, the message is never going to get out. Because no one's going to sign up for a fucking 3-course seminar just to be able to understand the problem.
Hey, look, man, people in rural Alabama don't do fucking nuance.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and I live in Alabama, so I can say that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just qualifying.
No, the
here.
thing is that it's not... If you make it too nuanced, the fact is that these are people who don't have politics in their everyday life. And so if you try and introduce it in a nuanced way, they're going to be like, I have other stuff I need to do. I have other shit.
No. You don't need nuance. You need to let these motherfuckers... And on the cream stream, I complained about the TikTok teachers. I'm sick and tired of these fucking TikTok teachers. But you know what? I retweet those motherfuckers every single time. You know why? Because they're speaking the truth. This is what we're teaching your kids. Your kids, if they're white, they're racist. And they need to bow down to the children of color because they are enjoying white privilege. Now, as a parent, I'm saying, really, you can fuck right off with this racist bullshit. And parents are starting to see this. The more that the boards of education come out and start, I showed it on the cream stream this weekend. These fuckers are arresting parents that are coming out protesting this shit. And this shit is starting to hit the news wires. It's starting to get out there. Parents are saying, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Why are we being arrested when we come out to protest what you're teaching our children? Because these teachers, the school boards, the superintendents, it goes from the local to the state to the federal. These fuckers want your kids. They think they can raise your children better than you can. They think they know what's in your children's best interest. Hillary Clinton's been talking about this for almost 40 years. And we're just now starting to pay attention. These fuckers want your children. And you're starting to see parents say, fuck right off. They're my kids. You're not teaching them this racist shit.
It takes a village.
Yeah, but the village is a neighborhood, goddammit, not the fucking state.
It takes a village of village idiots.
Like I was saying, education is the first problem, and we're making serious headway into that, so I appreciate that much. The second problem is getting the message out in a clear and concise manner that people understand. Because this double talk bullshit they're playing is they've been skating by on it for far too long. And as soon as you present your opponent's viewpoint in clear, concise terms, it sounds insane. It sounds absolutely insane. And so that's the second one, is getting the message out. And the third range of attack is financials, because these people have been cooking the books for a long fucking time in a massive way. As soon as you find a way around their financial bullshit, you can attack them in that manner. And that's why I like to see what happened with the GameStop. GameStop managed the GameStop thing. If you're familiar with that, they managed to shut down. Oh, what was it? One of those.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. It was right on the tip of my tongue. God damn it.
I forget what they're called. This is bothering me. But they shut down one of those big financial firms that does a lot of corrupt dealings and
it wasn't
and
just
fixes
GameStop
Wall Street.
either.
Yeah.
It wasn't just.
Are you talking about hedge
GameStop.
funds?
Yes,
Yeah.
hedge funds. That's right.
It was GameStop, AMC. Was it Dogecoin? They fucking stopped allowing the buying and selling of that shit because, oh no, and there are a couple of hedge funds that went under because of that.
Exactly. And so attacking them financially
Yeah, but
that way.
They got beat at playing their own goddamn game.
Exactly.
You know, it's like if you get in the goddamn ring, if you get knocked out, you were there, right?
Yeah. And I hope that keeps happening. I hope that these
the biggest boil of my ass is the fucking press. All right, CNN, MSNBC, fucking New York Times, Washington Post, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Those morons and idiots, man. They keep just pouring this bills, even though they fucking know it's lies. They know they're lying. They fucking know it. Russia.
Yeah, but back in the day, see, the American people used to hold the press accountable. Now the American people just drink up what those motherfuckers are offering them. Here, we're going to pour you this lie, and you're going to drink it. The American people go, it's tasty too.
A large sect of the population is in a state of cognitive dissonance. They do not trust the press, but they still listen to the press. And until that is resolved, there's going to be a lot of cognitive dissonance surrounding people who watch CNN.
Well, all right, so good sources of news, of actual news, are being like targeted by the fucking big tech companies as being, fake news.
Well, yes.
Unauthoritative source, right?
But right now, if we're what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be a little more white pill for Johnny over here. I'm trying to give the attack, the attack to going forward, and once the word gets out, once people find a way to get the word outside this immediate bubble of ours, I think that problem will start to go away substantially. The problem with the media, because the fact is that the media only gets power through two sources. Number one is viewership. Number two is outside money. Because let's be honest, no, not advertising, just outside money. Because let's be honest, the Washington Post can't possibly be sustaining itself at this point. It's being subsidized by Amazon. They're not getting enough readership in order to sustain their model. They're being subsidized, and the fact is, even if they could potentially go on indefinitely that way, just getting money from Amazon. But if they're not getting their message out in any sort of meaningful way, eventually Amazon will say this is just not worth the trouble.
Hey, Dante.
And so ultimately, the biggest thing that you can do is spread the truth. And you have to find a way to get the message out to the people, because the message is in a stranglehold in the current state, because the main source that people will get their news from is not going to be the internet. It's going to be through the television, through the newspaper. And if those things are controlled by liberal media, then it's impossible to do anything about it. Which is why, like I said, the next step is getting the message out to people who are in the middle of nowhere. Because once you do that, then you can start moving the public in a better direction towards the truth.
Okay, we're moving on.
Sorry.
Yay.
No, we're moving on. All right. I had an idea where we were going to go, but now I don't. Oh, well, we can start with this one. Fuck. What is wrong with people? And we just have to do the headline, because really, do you want to read anything after the headline? Woman mourns after her dolphin husband dies. Fuck off, Mirror. And says she will never remarry.
That's illegal.
God.
Well, It's a very handsome dolphin.
And he was hung like a horse.
Yeah, it's
He
kind
was
of.
hung like a dolphin.
Just remember, it's not dolphin rape if you ask first.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I know a few things about dolphins. Dolphins are one of the few other species of animals that rapes their own kind. Now, did the dolphin ever rape her?
Hey, I don't want to read this article. I just wanted to read the headline.
Oh, and
See,
look at the pretty pictures.
Yeah, he getting kissed. She getting kissed. It's all
Now,
good.
is this
Eating some fish.
is this Chank's daughter or sister or something?
Oh, bad move. Bad move.
She'll always have a tuna can to remember him by.
Okay.
Sean says the audience needs a mute button for Jack. He doesn't shut up. He's worse than the Energizer rabbit.
Y'all need to be nice to Jack.
No, it's a fair point. I put out a poll. 1 to get me to shut up, and 2 to get for me to keep going.
Okay. All right, we'll do this video. I don't want to do this video.
Dax says she's alive, so I don't think there's any human-dolphin action.
You don't know that.
You really
You don't know that.
How big are... I'm going to look it up. Oh, I'm going to go into incognito to look it up.
Oh, Lord.
How big...
Okay. This one's for Jack.
I think that Mr. Moo just wants to kill me at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, jeez. What is this? I found an article on the mechanics of dolphin sex.
No.
I have a feeling this was studied in a university.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're not wrong. All right. Jack, this one's for you.
I'm just going to post this every time people ask me the same question.
Oh, what is that
My name is Farah. I am a trans woman as well as an intersex woman. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, or your grace. My eyes are tattooed. My nose is a piercing. I identify as a threat, a nightmare, and a goddess, so please bow down to me. I do not believe in God. I don't worship the devil, but yes, I am a Satanist, which means I am my own God and I worship myself. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Jack.
Wow.
Farrah flawless.
Her
Is
name
that Billie
is
Eilish cleaning a toilet?
No, that's not Billie Eilish.
Holy fuck!
That is somebody known as Pinecone Girl. If you know your lore, your this side of the internet lore, you know exactly who this is. Pinecone Girl.
I'm glad
Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know who this is. Would you like to expand on that?
No, please don't.
Oh,
No.
sure. Why not? So when the thing in Knoxville that was supposed to happen but didn't happen happened. Andy Worski was there with staying in a room in a place with Coach Red Pill and Ethan Ralph, I think. And this she's a streamer. She's a YouTube persona. I can't remember her name exactly. I only know her as Pinecone Girl because supposedly Andy backdoored her and then popped it with a pine cone. So,
God.
You fat bastard. What?
Holy
Dude, I don't know, man. It's like, it's like, okay, we love Andy and we know that he has made questionable choices in his past, but this is probably the most questionable I've ever encountered. I don't know, man. It would take a shitload of scotch. That's all I'm going to say.
take a shitload of scotch and a shitload of weed. Oh, fuck.
I have something that's kind of cute. That's not. Wow, that's gross. I hate looking at it. Peppa Pig loving parrot has birthday bash themed on kids' TV show. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Peppa Pig, if I'm being honest, but this is just cute. There's an entire birthday party thrown for a parrot, and no one showed up. I'm kind of sad. It's adorable.
Your little brother loves Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Oh, that. Yeah, you did it. He didn't. He's like, what? You want me? Oh, there you go. All right.
I just hear the. He's cute sometimes.
All right. Trans feminist activist says gendering animals is very wrong, and social media erupts with ridicule.
Dax says, "Okay, no new rule. No one called Becca Pig." I'm gonna go DM.
Did you hear that? No one called Becca.
Oh, I'm not touching shit. Nope.
Yep.
Girl knows where I live. She knows where both my houses are. I ain't touching none of this shit. Y'all wanna mess with the devil. Y'all have fun. Just saying. Not me.
I just don't want to call Becca Pig because that sounds awful. But that's just me.
Well, she not though. Well, okay. She in all fairness, she is a nerd slushy pig. Because, just saying. All right.
I DM'd her and said the chat keeps calling you Becca Pig. I pinned it all on you.
Wow. All right. A bioethicist activist based in Toronto, Canada.
Bioethicist.
Yeah. Shocker. Let's see. Scolded people for gendering animals. And many on social media erupted with ridicule and disbelief. Now, guys, I actually went and checked this tweet out. It's damn funny. She got ratioed to fuck, too. Oh, it seems to have been taken down, though. Let me see if I can... Oh, I can. All right. Here, I'll drop this in the chat. Y'all want some funny reading? Enjoy.
Oh no! Twitter does not provide funny reading. Hey,
all right.
Pear.
Gendering animal services serves to normalize bioessentialists' conceptions of gender. When we gender animals, we forget that sex is assigned. We begin to believe that sex is literally in the body.
Did you hear that, folks? Did you just assume my dog's gender?
Well, God damn it. God damn it.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did I miss? Also, Kessa says I'm a horrible person.
You are a horrible person. Would you share that with the chat?
Aye.
All right. So gendering animals, because sex is a sign. Now, I hammered her. Man, look, you want to make a very simple point that sex is assigned at birth, just put it right there. But when you start using, and I learned this from my father, and I learned this from talking to people that don't understand big words. Don't use big words if you're trying to convince someone of something, because if they have to go look up that word, they're going to usually turn you off or move on.
Grade A actually made a video about that.
It's just the way the world works. So when you're making an argument, don't use big words like bioessentialist. Bioessentialist? I was like, nope. But I did hammer her on Twitter. So enjoy that. Are you going to share it, Moo?
I'm trying. YouTube is censoring it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So don't gender your animals, guys. I don't know how
You're kidding.
I don't know how people are going to breed their fucking animals at this point.
Gadsad's response to that was, I never assign a sex or gender to my pets or children. I simply refer to them as non-arboreal carbon-based multicellular agents. I feel that using carbon is a bit constraining, as I believe that in the periodic table fluidity.
I can't believe she didn't take the goddamn tweet down. Okay. All right.
Wow. That's a dumbass hill to die on. I'm just saying. Jesus.
Did you just assume my parrot's gender?
Yes, we did.
Polly. Her name's Polly. Like Polly Walnuts. All right. Remember that?
All right.
Okay. I had to watch this a couple times to make sure it was okay to show on YouTube. Go ahead, Mo.
Becca, I'm calling you out. Stop dirty lurking.
Oh, is she dirty lurking? Dirty lurker.
I may have been talking to her in DMs.
So you were dirty
DMing.
Fuck. You bastards. I knew she was dirty lurking. All right. So pay attention.
What appears some jive turkey has broken into this man's big rig, and now he's trying to figure out what the problem is as he gets in his truck here.
All right, door's open. Get the fuck out.
Appears jive turkey will get away with a warning and a free pass. Oh my God! To the depths of hell! He was given a hall pass. The guy could have easily took him home and stuffed his ass full of stovetop stuffing, but no! Gave him a hall pass, and something stepped in and said, not today, homie. You must pay the ultimate price. Yeah. Now no one will get the opportunity to stuff its ass with stovetop stuffing. What a waste.
There was actually a couple of videos on this thing. There was a turkey loose in this dude's cab of his truck, right? And he got out to let it out as soon as it came. He had his phone out, right? And I think there was another video by somebody else that had seen it. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? It's funny. I like the play-by-play. It's definitely worth it.
How did the turkey get in the truck to begin with?
He left his windows down, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was at a truck stop out in the sticks, and yeah, I'm sure he was visiting a lot lizard where they were having some type
there you
of
go. Yeah,
exchange.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Becca, I did narc on you, yes, but I gave you every chance to start clean lurking. And then I threw you under the bus.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's there.
No, she's too good for us, man. Whatever.
Oh, bad job.
I would just like to point out that everyone betrayed you except for me, Becca.
Right.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Okay. So, parents, now, when you do something like this, don't come to Twitter in 18 years and complain when the kid has tried to smother you in your sleep. I'm just going to put that out there now. Big old chunk of barbecue. Watch this shit.
Oh, boy. Oh, the look on his face.
What kind of shit is that?
Oh, the look on his face.
I'm telling you, that kid's going to try to smother his parents in his sleep, man.
Oh, come on. The baby's got no teeth. He's not able to chew on that.
But then you don't put it in front of his face, do you?
Well, I think what it is maybe this is the divorced parent that's not the vegetarian out of the bunch, trying to condition the kid to respond to meat, right?
Dax asks,
Go ahead.
wait, is this why Jack hates bacon on his cheeseburgers?
Yes, actually, my entire disdain for bacon on cheeseburgers extends back to my infancy. When a bacon cheeseburger was placed right in front of my face and then swiped away at the last second and replaced with a spoonful of creamed peas.
And then the burger bit him.
Well, now we understand why Jack's
And
so fucked
I've
up.
been cynical ever since.
He's been scarred for life.
And I can't even taste cream peas today without vomiting.
There's such a thing as creamed
All right.
peas.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a Brit thing, man. Yeah, it's big. It's very popular in Great Britain.
All right. Keep her damn ass why I time Becca out.
Uh-oh.
And Becca knows why I timed her out. Now, she's sitting right now. She's like, I have 5 minutes before I rip his head off. Do I want to rip his head off in chat or do I want to join the stream? Now, because she's been a whiny bitch all night, oh, I went four-wheeling. My ass hurts. She's thinking she can get away with not coming on stream to rip my head off. No. We time her out because it always gets her to come on stream.
Something tells me she's getting a little froggy. Just saying.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I smell the frog.
Yeah. And Becca, you know what? Actually, I got a video for you too, girl.
Pear asks Mr. Moo, why is Elvis shaved like a space monkey? Elvis, this is Elvis's normal hairdo. He just always wore a wig.
Space monkey.
So y'all like robots, right?
Rock'em Sock'em robots?
Just robots in general.
Hey,
I have to ask, is this going to be the video of the Gundam?
Is this going to be the video of the robots dancing for the 500th time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, because I'm sick of I get it. Boston Dynamics is bringing the dystopian future at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
No.
I don't care.
If we can train them to kill, to eradicate communists, I'm all for robots.
Yeah, and Keeper Kessa's not wrong. Yeah, it's because I'm an ass. I'd say an asshole, but ass works.
Keev, I say timeouts and bops is the same thing. Hiding people is banning for me. That's just how that's just my terminology.
And Keev, it's all in good fun, girl. Becca knows it.
You see, Becca's not going to come on. She's just going to go leave and watch Monkey
Keep her damn
or something.
No, I'm betting my fucking Discord DMs are blowing up right now.
Hey, mine
right.
are unscathed so far.
So, robots.
I don't think those are robots. I really don't think those are robots.
Oh, but see?
Okay, that's actually cool. That's actually really cool.
That's pretty cool.
So the groundbreaking thing about this research is that, first of all, previously there are very few studies on how snakes move in 3D terrains using 3D body deformation. Another thing is that in this research, we try to use some passive body compliance to solve some problems that used to be solved by using complicated controllers, which usually are very slow. So in this research, we try to use some passive mechanical compliance to do that.
So is this the communist Chinese guy we're listening to? I'm just saying.
What's John Hopkins?
Don't ruin this.
Mo.
Our universities are just...
Yeah.
I kind of like it, though. It's kind of nifty.
Kind of cool. I can dig it.
Don't dig into the robot.
Well,
Hey,
next guy
Amber is screaming again.
Name the robot Becca.
Oh, I have a story about our good friend
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go
Kanye
pee.
West sues Walmart for selling knockoff Yeezy sneakers. Kanye is getting into a legal battle.
Those look like slides.
That's what Yeezys are.
They're
Okay.
deconstructed sneakers.
They're overpriced slides. Now, Kanye sells his Yeezys at around $75, but Walmart made their own, selling from around $20 to $33. That's a big gap. And as you can see, they look practically identical.
They look disgusting.
I mean, yeah, it's a Yeezy, but people like Yeezys. So if you can get people to buy a Yeezy for a lower price, that's a gold mine. Now, apparently, Kanye has given Walmart multiple legal warnings, and they have not stopped, so Walmart's finally getting sued. I'm just happy he's in the news again. Haven't been able to use the Yee sound clip properly in a long time. But Becca, that's how we like you. Just point it at Bonsako. I don't want to get caught in the crossfire. They look like Crocs and clogs made a demonic child. I mean, you're
Who
not
invented
wrong.
Crocs? Because whoever invented Crocs should be shot.
I don't know, a crocodile? Who?
You know, I say that, but next thing you know, it's gonna be like an article, be like, the inventor of Crocs donated $10 million to charity, and you know what? I don't give a fuck. He still should be shot.
Well, I used to think the same thing until I saw the cooking dude, cooking with hoarders. He needs those Crocs, man. He needs those Crocs. He wouldn't be able to do what he does. You know how fucked up his feet would be with the shit on his floor?
He could have normal shoes, though. See, Crocs
maybe he would change his... Maybe he would change his life for the better if we stopped enabling him to wear terrible footwear.
Crocs was founded by Lyndon Hanson and George Bodecker Jr.
The only people who should be allowed to wear Crocs are special ed students. Because let's be honest, they were probably invented for the retards.
I'm not going there.
Ever covering
system.
Am I wrong?
Comfy shoes, man.
Trans is a medicine by the creators of queer.
Sorry,
if you're
guys.
feeling sick with the sisses, then just take trans. It'll scare the sisses right away. People will say, "Wow, I don't know what gender that person is, but I'm weirdly attracted to them, and I don't know what that makes me." They'll also be saying, "Wow, I really don't know."
Wow, that is.
In the famous words of Magog, that's a man.
It is a man.
that ain't no woman. That ain't no woman. It's a man.
It's a man, baby.
The sisses? The sisses is a disease? That's pretty
Think about
phobic
it.
if you ask me.
I always thought cis was like a way to dig at straight men, like with the word sissy, right? Johnny and I are old enough to know what a sissy is.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know. I always thought that was novel.
Maybe this is just me. Have I noticed that the type of people pushing this stuff have stopped using tolerance? They're like, I mean, we still hear Pride Parade, but other than that, I've stopped hearing the word tolerance being pushed around so much.
No, that's why I was saying earlier in the show, it's a machine at this point. They grind people up. They don't want to tolerate. No, man, you have to agree with them 100% or they're going to grind you up. I've watched gay people go to war with trans people on Twitter, and the gay person ends up getting just destroyed by the trans community.
TERFs forever.
Yeah, I never understood why TERFs got such a bad rap. Because, frankly, they're kind of right. They're not perfect, they're still feminists, but as far as the trans things go, they may have a point.
I used to kind of be okay with the TERFs, and
It's insulting.
I found out that J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling was a TERF, and no.
but all J.K. Rowling was saying was that just the basic truth to the world around her. I'm sorry, she didn't say anything wrong. No reason to cancel that woman. I may not like, what she's put out. I'm not disagreeing. Martina Navratilova, for fuck's sake, said the same goddamn thing and got slammed as a turf.
Ideal. Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Martina Navratilova is was a gay tennis player.
Mm-hmm.
Moo.
Very much.
So for her to come out and say that trans women aren't women, and it pissed off the trans community. They tried to cancel her too, right along with J.K. Rowling. All right, Jack.
Well, after all right, so feminism, all right, as a thing, it's pretty fucking insulting if you think about it, that these people demand to be called, women when they were born with the penis. Okay. And that's what it's about, man.
Well, I thought that
the claiming the name, they don't care, what they do. It's the fact that they're saying they call me a woman, call me she, because I want you to. Right?
Right. Well, yeah. Which, if you're not a complete asshole about it, most people will.
I need to sing Uzi a little bit of a tune here. I need a funky little Jewish princess with sandblasted zits and gigantic tits. A funky little Jewish princess. Okay.
Is that Frank Zappa?
That is Frank fucking Zappa. Yes.
I thought so.
Bonsock, go check your Twitter.
Sandblasted tits and gigantic tits.
I'm not. And Becca, I'm not checking my Twitter. I thought that the people would come around when they named Bruce Jenner Woman of the Year. Still had a dick. Announced to the world he still had a dick. But that was ESPN's Woman of the Year. Wait, what? All right, because he got breast implants and he waxes his legs now. That's a woman? I'm supposed to look at him as fuck right off.
If he actually went through with everything to make him more actually look like a woman, because I'm sorry, he just looks disfigured.
Look, the more he pisses people off, the more I like him.
Yeah, at this point, I'm starting to like him again.
Yeah, Jennifer, governor of California. I'm sorry if that offends you, but you know what? That'd be hilarious. And they might actually do something good for the state. Holy shit!
I didn't care for Kate.
No, the shit that he's saying about illegal immigration, I'm not happy with.
I didn't care for Caitlyn Jenner for a while, and then I found out that she was a conservative, and I was like, okay, I can get behind this a little bit. And then she was like, oh, fuck Donald Trump, and I'm like, really? Really? You gonna pull this shit? And
well, he did that publicity.
She says
that publicity. She, whatever.
She. No, I wasn't correcting you. I was just.
He did that political, or that. I don't know if he was on the radio. I think he was on the radio at the time, and he's like, Donald Trump, I'm going pee in one of your, female bathrooms. Donald Trump came out the next day and said, Caitlyn, you're welcome to use any restroom you want, girl. I was like, and y'all still are going to call him transphobic. He just announced to the world it's okay that Caitlyn, even though most of America still sees him as a chick with a dick, or
I thought Caitlyn.
I'm going with transvestite because that's what he was.
I think he had the bottom surgery finally.
Yeah, finally.
I can't.
Yeah, I think Becca went and looked that up for us. Because for the longest time, he said he wasn't going to have it whacked off.
Well, we'll never know because she's not here to fucking tell us. So, fuck that girl.
All right, Mo, are we ready?
Yes.
I'm mad at her because she won't commiserate with me on the fucking cream stream thing.
And after this, I have a viewer submitted video.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, it's from Becca.
Well, it's not Little Baby's ice cream, so be happy.
Yeah, Is it Vanisher?
No, he went to bed.
Oh, so it is Becca. Okay.
How to feel
No,
about
it's
my own
Shio.
identity after seeing them being
Oh,
so
okay.
confident. What does that mean? So try trans today.
God, I hate TikTok. Fucking
That
hate
reminds
TikTok.
me of the AIDS commercials. Back before, AIDS was a disease, you had AIDS, the weight loss medication, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this sounds really bad nowadays. Try AIDS today. That's what this sounds like.
No,
Try
man.
trans today.
What AIDS? Check this out. AIDS.
That shit came-
AIDS was a candy.
And it came out.
Yeah.
It was. AIDS was around. The disease was around for quite some time, while the weight loss thing was around for quite some time.
Yeah, AIDS came out in the 60s.
It made all us kids
mom had
giggle
it.
our asses off when we see a commercial on TV for this shit.
Well, you know what it really was? It was just chocolate, dark chocolate with like a shitload of caffeine added to it.
Yeah.
Right. And so, me and my sister, my mom would buy it, because she's on some eternal diets, right? Because she's mom. And, my sister and I would grab it, man, and we'd be high as fuck for 2 days, And then I found the X-Lax, the chocolate. I ate half a box. Man, I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I ate like a half a box of that shit. It destroyed my guts, man.
So caffeine plus X-Lax. Oh God.
Explosive diarrhea has never been a more accurate description.
You gotta get jet propulsion on that.
It lifted me off the toilet, man.
If you decided to work out in order to change your body's appearance to avoid weight stigma, that is still fat phobia. Fat people can be fat phobic. Skinny people can be fat phobic. I'm fat phobic, and it's no one's fault. We are conditioned to hate fat people. If that's why you started and that's why you're still going,
It sounds
then
like
cool,
a
great
load
for
of
you.
projection
Working
to
out
me.
is still really good for you, no matter the reason. But I hope one day you learn to love fitness for the actual health benefits, like for your heart and your joints and your muscles, not just because you look a certain way.
I lied. That was from Becca.
Of course it was.
Yeah, I don't hate fat people. I love Santa. He brings me
He's
gifts
fat
every
shaming
year.
me. I got your message, Becca.
I love Fluffy. He does good comedy. I like Jack Black. He's fat.
And look, all right.
I don't like Monsaco. He's fat.
Right. And let's be honest, guys. When we go to the Walmart or the grocery store, and you got one of them fat broads and one of them things with the shit, I rate. Didn't you show one of those with the fat just hanging over? I was like, the fuck am I looking at now? When you're actually there, you got to sit there and giggle your ass off as you change directions
But it
and go
gives you
down a different aisle.
You get appreciation for the moo-moo, right?
Well, I also get
as
appreciation
clothing.
for the. I get appreciation for the fact that wow, I ain't that big.
Indeed. There's a certain amount of that, confirmation that you get. That hey, could be worse.
Welcome back, Hellcat. The sounds that those little mobility scooters make when the 300, 400 pound harker just jumps on top. Hey, gamer. The terrible grinding noises. It sounds like it's dying.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, gamer. You should have seen this broad that I rated. Oh my god, it was. It made Amberlynn Reed look thin. Because I've seen Amberlynn Reed in one of her little rascal, whatever the fuck it is. This lady had fat just like flowing over. I was like,
flowing fat. That
can't be real.
Mental image.
I didn't think it was real. I'm like, but it is because we see it at Walmart all the time. That's why I don't go to Walmart.
Oh, the pink trash bags.
It might not have been irate. It might have been Shroom. Shroom did People of Walmart on Friday.
Oh,
holy fuck! That
well,
was.
I mean, they are 50% of the fucking population, so you're gonna run into something.
No, this was some disgusting shit. I'll see if I can't pull it up. We'll have something ready so I can. Okay, you do. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna show this one. All right, Jack,
I also have
this
another
one's for you.
Oh,
so have
joy.
another viewer submitted video for later.
Oh, okay.
More for me.
Oh, yay!
No, rarely do I pull videos for specific people, but I saw this one and I went, "Yeah, this will make Jack's head pop." but after tonight, I'm not sure.
Hello, my loves, Gemini again with another important message. So I was going past a bus stop the other day here in England, UK, and on the side of the bus stop was an advert for a new burger. Way back, I think it was Burger King. Double beef patty, bacon, cheese, mayo. And I wondered how many people walk past that poster and think, oh, I can't wait to try that. And I walk past it and count the animals that it's cost. And it's 5. A dairy cow and her baby, because the baby gets taken away to make the dairy, which is the cheese. A chicken for her eggs to make the mayo. And and the beef cow. So 3 cows, 1 pig, and 1 chicken for 1 burger.
Yum.
The fucking
and maybe
delicious.
Stop.
What is that thing? Why did it speak? No! Someone get duct tape, please.
Johnny, I think that advert hurt Mr. Mood more than it hurt me. And listen to Johnny not care even.
When they say movement, they mean bowel movement, right?
I'm with dead air. It killed me. I don't want to be in a world with that thing.
Kill me.
Join the movement. I got
it's a movement, all
jingle,
right.
jingle, jingle.
Well, aside from the mayo, that burger sounds delicious.
So every time you eat a double bacon cheeseburger with mayonnaise, you're killing 5 animals.
Good.
God bless capitalism.
You don't kill eggs. Giving birth to eggs don't kill chickens.
Yeah, if you'd had a chicken breast on top of that, then you're killing the chicken.
Dairy cows,
right?
They're
I'm
not
curious. I'm curious what this person's position on abortion is.
I think
dude, no.
Yeah,
you got that peg, Jack. Every time you'll sit at a PETA thing, you ask the person, all right, why are you there? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what do you think about abortion? Well, of course I'm pro-choice. Of course.
Yeah,
that's it.
We all know that these people are just hypocrites.
Yeah, double standard, man.
I don't give a flying fuck about her opinion about anything. If she dropped off of the face today, the world would be lesser one freakazoid.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Okay.
You better get through it quick.
Yeah. I got this article from some of the lovely people in Becca's Discord.
Excuse me, guys.
We got this from Becca's Discord. 11-year-old girl reportedly becomes UK's youngest mom to give birth. That's not a good thing.
You're
Holy
breaking
Christ.
the glass ceiling all over.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
This fits into the map thing hugely.
Now, she was 30 weeks along. I think that's premature. Don't quote me.
Well, we don't have a woman on here to tell us that shit, because Becca's not coming on.
Yes, Becca's not coming on, so we don't know, and we're not going to listen to the chat. But you have her doctor here. This is the youngest mother I've ever heard of, Dr. Carol Cooper told the outlet. Weight affects hormones because children are heavier. Puberty is happening earlier these days. This should not be how early is puberty happening discussion. This should be a don't let your kids have sex period when they're 10 and unprotected sex when they're 10. That's stupid. That's gonna ruin the kid for life right there. And I'm sure the baby's gonna be messed up too. They're gonna rip on him. Aha, your mom got pregnant when she was 10. That's abnormal. Ah ha ha ha. This should not be a weight and puberty thing. This should be a take care of your kids thing. To put it simply. Oh wait.
Okay. I found Becca at Walmart. I did. I found her.
Oh.
Yeah, I found Becca at Walmart.
Was buggy.
Oh no. Oh no.
She has like 4 butt cheeks.
A quad ass.
I've been trying to get Becca to back off them nerd slushies, but you know,
there is just too much ass for that seat.
Yeah, nerd slushies. See, I'm thinking nerd on one side, slushy on the other. That's what I'm thinking. Nerd slushy.
Yeah, imagine you like slap that. 1, your hand just gets absorbed, and 2, it probably sloshes around in there. Red Bull really does give you wings. She can fly. Pete says, wait for it. 11 and pregnant will become a reality show soon. Yeah, I know. Now, this is a viewer-submitted video from our good boy, Pete. Now, I've watched this before. AP shows this for his commercial breaks, but I figured I'd show the rest of you who have not seen it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is Australian.
But now we know every one of us could be devastated by it. The fact is, over 50,000 men, women, and children now carry the AIDS virus. That in 3 years, nearly 2,000 of us will be dead. That if not stopped, it could kill more Australians than World War II. But AIDS can be stopped, and you can help stop it. If you have sex, have just one safe partner, or always use condoms.
Condoms.
Always.
Wow, this AIDS weight loss chocolate is really dangerous.
Well, the thing with the AIDS commercials, they didn't do dick. They didn't.
Well, think about it. Okay, so Fauci was the head of that shit. And it never got cured, right? Oh, dude, I've got such a shitload of things to say about that.
Well, go, man.
All right, so here's the deal. He's the guy, and to be honest, all right, I showed a thing at the end of Friday's show, at the end of the opening sequence, right? There's an old Anthony Fauci on C-SPAN thing, and he gets a phone call from this woman telling him he was a failure and that he should step down. And she said, "Don't you agree with me?" And then he goes, "Well, no, I don't," and laughs. But he was he was part of the team that said, "Hey, look, it's okay to French kiss somebody with AIDS, but if you want to fuck them, put on a condom." Okay. And I would. All right, so during the AIDS thing, at one point I was working in hospitals, and we had to do a thing, get certified for what's called bloodborne pathogens, right? AIDS is one of them, Hep, all that shit, right? And buddy, the OSHA books totally said the opposite of that. Don't even get near it. And of course, Fauci's on the board of all these pharmaceutical companies that magically you have to have this cocktail that only government can subsidize because it's like $5,000 a day or some shit, right? And he's on the board of every one of those companies.
I'm shocked.
Think about it, man. And they're going to try to pull the same shit with the coof, right? You're going to have to get your yearly booster, man. Booster, Delta, Gamma. It'll be the Gamma variant next, you know?
Becca says he said AIDS was airborne.
What? Yeah, at one point he did. Yep, he sure did.
Yeah, the shit they pulled with the AIDS. Goddamn. I'd have had a lot more sex as a teenager without that motherfucker.
Yeah, no shit. Thank you, motherfucker. God.
I'm just saying.
Jesus.
And even when I did, I still didn't use a condom. Just saying.
It just don't feel right. I'm just saying. I'll cop to that. I just it just feels wrong.
They don't. Never mind. We're not getting into it.
It's like being in your own house with a raincoat on.
Well, yeah, and because they smell funny too, just like a raincoat smells funny.
Yeah, sitting in your comfy chair, with the raincoat on. No. So that's my opinion.
Okay, all right. Two old guys' opinions.
Well, that's right. That and a nickel, I get you nothing.
But we ain't wrong, goddammit.
That's right.
When you said French kissing a person with AIDS, my mind immediately went to tongue condoms. Do they make tongue condoms?
Well, dental dam.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I'll look it up.
They make them
for cunnilingus.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, they do.
Yes, for going down on a girl. Let's see. All right, irate shared this, and he ain't wrong. Irate shared this. He ain't wrong.
Yeah, that Uzi found this one, so you can thank.
Well done, Uzi. Well done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, that sums everything up.
Great picture. That's my awesome wife.
Well, yeah, your wife is awesome, but that's a fat broad.
I'm not worried about the fat broad. I'm worried about Jack's fetish right there. Cochran. Jack Cochran, not Jack Gunsky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eugenia Cooney.
I will fess up to something that I'm into, but this ain't it.
Jack Cochran, not Jack Gunsky.
All right. I may have showed this when I was hammered and pissed because Ryan made me stream that night, but it still makes me laugh. Now watch the girls in the back. The girls in the back kill me.
I feel like a woman. I feel like a woman.
Oh, okay. One, I like that song. Hey, fuck you. I like that song. But someone should have tapped the fat boy on the shoulder and said, no, dude, no. Not in the middle of the mall. Don't do this. Because it's now gone viral. Just saying. Fuck you, Mo.
He's living his best life.
He is not living his best life.
You go, girl. Yes, queen.
Yes, Queen Sly.
Oh, God.
Dak says, thanks to trans activists, that's all it takes to join girls' sports. Uzi says, all week I find memes and stories for Irate to use on his show. Uzi puts in work.
She does, man. She's a groovy. She's a very groovy person. She said, oh, she likes it when I rant. It makes her, she says it's sexy. I like that. Making a love connection with my own wife over the internet here. It's like a...
Well, that's a beautiful thing, though.
Yeah, we got a wig, and yeah. Anyway,
Okay, I didn't need to hear about the wig, man.
I see shit like that to crack her up, man. So,
oh no, if you're not keeping your woman on her toes, you're doing it right. I'm just saying. Because my woman keeps me on my toes, so you know.
I'll bet
All right,
she does.
Palm Springs, what the fuck? Used to be cool. Palm Springs used to be cool.
Oh yeah, didn't we cover a story about this?
I don't think so. I just
maybe I was going to, but
it could be.
What is this?
Yeah, everyone was complaining.
Hey, fuck you, Dante. I'm old. What do you want from me?
At Palm Springs is not what we should be doing. Maryland needs to be moved. As you exit the museum, all you see is buttocks and under the skirt. What would Me2 Maryland do? Maryland at 95 would object to this. She was a feminist.
All right. You can fuck right off.
Observation, Johnny. All right. Maybe 40 years ago, this would have been a born-again Christian saying this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Wiki.
Now it's the cult of wokeism.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Maryland would be... no, fuck you. Maryland would have been out there cutting the ribbon on that statue being unveiled.
Maryland may have been a feminist. She was also a bit of a whore. Let's be honest.
No. No.
A bit.
No. She got what she wanted, man. That woman set her sights.
Strategically sexual.
She set her sights on someone. She was getting that one. Just saying.
Yeah.
Whore.
But she wasn't happy with herself inside.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was because she killed fucked Bobby and John Kennedy. And maybe she was taken out by the glow in the darks. You know, that's a theory.
Irate. We've done it. We've done it, sir.
Oh, the other day.
Y'all are bastards.
Becca, it took you way too long.
No, I have to give her credit. She held out a long time, man.
Dude, she knows I'm going to dip at 1 o'clock. Fuck you, Becca.
I'm going to dip at 1 o'clock, too. These pain meds kicked in, so I'm loopy.
Yeah, 1 o'clock your time, girl. 1 o'clock your time.
1 o'clock my time is 1 o'clock Irate's time.
Okay, so you mean 1 o'clock my time?
And
no,
we're not
going
to 1
listen to her.
Our time.
No.
I can't. I'm in so much pain.
Hey, Pat, you're up early.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
I bet if Pat came on, you'd stay.
You know,
Patrick, what's up, man?
I would have been here the whole time. I can't even sit down. Right now, I'm laying in my bed on my stomach.
Do you have a hemorrhoid?
Yeah, God.
No,
Becca
no.
has hemorrhoids.
It's not even
Hey,
my
I do
ass
too.
that
Fuck
hurts.
you.
It's
I
not
need my
that
queen.
my
Those are a
ass
thing,
hurts.
man.
My lower back hurts. I was
Oh,
abused today.
you jolted.
But not
Yeah.
Was it in a good way?
I mean, no. My son tried to kill me today.
So it was okay. In our eyes, it was in a good way. All right.
I mean, he's like, "Mom, you wanna ride the 4-wheeler with me?" I was like, I'm gonna drive." He's like, "No, you get on back. I'm not riding, bitch." So I got on back.
And you went with that.
Yeah, well, it was his birthday, so I spoiled him on their birthdays. But oh my gosh. It's like every tree branch he could smack me with, he got me with it.
How? You're too short. Did he have to duck down?
Oh yeah, he ducked every time a branch came and I wasn't ready for it because I couldn't see over him. So after the third one, he hit this this ditch, and at the right moment I hit him at the same time he hit it, and he fell off the 4-wheeler.
Oh.
And I just scoot up and took off. He had like a mile walk back to where we were at.
You are an asshole.
No.
Not saying it was undeserved, but I'm still saying you're an asshole.
And then we were shooting today, and he gave me this sawed-off freaking shotgun, and it had some kick to it. My shoulder hurts. I'm abused. I'm gonna have a huge
Yeah, you gotta hold
bruise.
that thing tight. You gotta hold them tight, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially 12 gauge, yeah.
Oh yeah.
If it's even a little bit loose on your shoulder, it'll fuck you up and leave a monster bruise.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, I figured you'd have gotten hurt because you tried whipping cream again.
Oh, Jack, fuck off.
Crazy.
We watched Becca make butter one day. It was cool.
I was disturbed by that. That cut to my core.
Okay.
They're not peeking. It's not peeking. Why is it not peeking?
It's inside the freaking whisk. It's beyond peaking now.
That's how you know Bubba's butter is better, because we don't make it on accident.
It just happens. So
what killed me afterwards is you made perfectly good butter and you've washed it down the sink.
Indeed.
Okay, whatever. But I'm a great baker. I just never dealt with heavy whipping cream, so I was unfamiliar.
Fair enough.
It's a learning process. That's all.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's learning. Just try not and learn in front of me in the future.
Oh well, you guys get to.
Whoa.
I get to make cookies next weekend, and then.
Oh, do I tell Johnny Aaron you're making cookies?
Get it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll
didn't
wait
do
till,
it this
I'll wait till
weekend.
you're more sure.
Get it.
Okay, the problem with the streaming this weekend was my son showed up unannounced, and then we found 2 puppies in the street, and it's pretty late at night, so the kids decided, well, we're gonna walk towards the area that they came from, see if there's a neighbor looking for them. So there was this older lady outside in her driveway, and my son approached her, and she was like, "Get the fuck out of my yard before I kill you." And my youngest was next to him, and he just put his hands up. He's like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. We were just looking for the owner of these 2 puppies we found." Meanwhile, I'm a little ways behind them. I can see there's an exchange going on, and when he put his hands up, I was like, "Oh fuck no. What is going on?" So I walked over there, and I was like, "Is there a problem?" And she was like, "I'm about to kill this cockroach." Calling my son a cockroach. And I was like, "Did you just start to kill my kids?" And she was like, "What?" She was shocked. And I was like, "You just starting to kill my kids. They're out here doing a good Samaritan thing, trying to find the fucking owners to these puppies. And you're over here making death threats?" And she's like, "I don't even know who you are." I was like, "Bitch, I'm your neighbor. I live right there." I was like, "I've been here for 11 years. Last year when you were sick, I was bringing your ass meals, and you're over here threatening to kill my kids."
What were you bringing them?
Meals.
Becca, please.
Mills?
Food. Okay.
I'm glad that wasn't me that did that because my brain went there too. I'm sorry. Words are hard, yo.
It's always hard.
Oh, hold on. Keep her down. I told you we'd get her on.
Yeah. And when he said that, I was like, fuck him. I'm not getting
him. I knew you were sitting there listening too.
I've been listening the whole time.
I know.
No, we found the owner of the puppies.
Mm.
Turns out it was the neighbor, like right across, catty corner to us.
So you did. Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So his granddaughter was very distraught because the girls decided they would go in the car and drive around the neighborhood and just kind of see if there was signs or anything. And when they got back to the house and parked along the curb, the little girl was outside and she saw them get out of the car with the puppies and she started crying. She's like, my puppies.
Oh, right on.
Holy shit. They just got them 2 days ago. So we found the hole in the fence and the boy
did something constructive.
Helped repair the fence. And then, after that,
he abused mom.
Yeah, we took off and I have so many regrets. I don't know what I did to that kid as a child, but today was redemption day.
You don't have to do nothing. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The true revenge will be his child.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because mom, about every other month, I hope you have a kid just like you. What is that supposed to mean, Mom? I found out what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My mom used to say that stuff, too. And with the first two, she's like, okay, well, these two aren't it. They're far too sweet. And then we had that third one who was a horrible baby. She hated everyone. She hated strangers. I was her person. I was the only one that could do anything with her. So my mom was like, finally, there's your payback child. So,
She's such a nice mother.
I'm a good mama. They didn't come with instruction manuals. It's trial and error worked for me.
Yeah, imagine when you give birth, just along with the baby, this big old book just slides on out. How to take care of your child.
Well, actually, you're not too far. There are 1,000 books on how to raise your children, man.
And
like from Spock.
Yeah.
Spock wrote a book.
And you get those books for, baby showers, wedding gifts, shit like that.
Yeah.
They come with the baby.
Mr. Mood, did you know that Spock wrote a book?
He doesn't even know who Spock is.
He was
on. Nor does Becca.
He was a judge on a cooking show.
No, it's a different Spock though. There was actually a guy named Dr. Spock.
Yeah, he wrote a book on parenting back in the 50s, late 50s.
Yeah.
And it was revised about every 5 years.
Money grabbing.
Matter of fact, Moo, I got a Dr. Spock when you were born.
It's interesting that maybe that's a big problem that we need to address is maybe more people need that shit. Maybe they wouldn't raise these fucking communist retards.
Well, you know how I used warning labels to raise my kid? Like, babies don't belong in dishwashers or microwaves. In the hospital, I shit you not, there was a sign on the wall that said babies don't bounce.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
And it was their way of saying that you couldn't just like leave your newborn on the bed and turn your back on them. And I'm like, this thing doesn't move. But yeah, my husband and I always made jokes. Like, as the kids got older, we were like, they said babies don't bounce, but we're going to find out. We're going to test it.
Man, after they hit 6 months, they bounce pretty fucking well. I'm just going to say.
I bounced down the stairs just fine.
every one of my kids have bounced off the couch.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was of their own doing. That's when, you know how they get into that crawling walking stage where they hold on to furniture to walk along it, but they can't really walk on their own yet.
Oh, no, I wouldn't know that because Moo didn't sit up until he was 18 months old. And then when he did, he skidded around the house on his ass.
I had worms.
I had girls. Like, the boy was pretty slow. He didn't walk until he was 1. But the girls were walking around 9 months.
Yeah, little Johnny Aaron was 9 months.
Yeah. But they would, like, climb up on the couch and then decide they didn't want to be up there anymore and just lean forward and tumble off of the couch. It's like, we got rid of the coffee table after the first kid.
Hey, guys. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I have much to contribute to baby talk, and it's 2 a.m. and I'm fucking exhausted. So I think I'm gonna head out for now.
You have tons of baby talk to talk about when it's Sonic Empreg.
Oh yes, the joys of Sonic giving birth.
Okay, Jack, I got one more video for you, and then you can leave.
So bouncing
Great.
baby boy is just an expression.
Is it
Right,
is it another
Wiki?
video of Copper Cab not wearing a shirt?
No.
Okay.
Is
just
it
checking.
Copper working on his tuck
Because
game?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Copper not wearing a shirt really is just like, so what at this point?
Copper Cab, man.
You know, it's the darndest thing. I log on to this clock app, I talk about my experience being non-binary, and then I get a bunch of people in my comments who are like, no, you're not non-binary, you're either a girl or a boy. Pick one. So which one are you? And it's like, huh. So you can't manage to sort me into one of those two categories. So it's almost like there are people who do not easily fall into one of those two categories. If only there was a word for people who do not fit inside of the gender binary, who are not in the binary. Not binary? That just doesn't flow off the tongue. What is it?
Oh, don't worry. I have no problem sorting you. You're a freak.
Sleep well, Jack.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Jack.
I'd say wax that fucking lip. Jesus.
Yeah, I know exactly what you are. You're a very hairy woman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, if
Which
the
means
bitch
you
wants me to
gotta
put her in a
hide this
box, I'll put her in a fucking box.
Ooh.
And then watch her squirm.
And then
Trying
put
to
it in
get
the
the fuck
ground.
out. Yeah, maybe. Don't tell me I can't put you in a box. I'll put you up. I may or may not dig you up.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll dig her up.
I mean, maybe. Depends on if there's a fence close by.
So the next non-binary that comes by my house is gonna look like this bitch. Just saying.
I mean, it's almost like there's a bee. Not binary doesn't flow off the tongue. Bitch, I can give you something that flows off the tongue. You won't like it though. You can lick my ass.
She would probably enjoy that.
She might.
Or she.
Yeah.
See, I'm bitchy. I'm in pain.
Oh. Yeah. I recalled it. Becca's feeling froggy.
I mean, there's froggy, and then there's just straight up bitch mode.
Becca's just being Becca.
That's true.
Oh, Moo.
Well, he's not wrong, is he?
No, actually,
We'll call Becca a Hetzer tonight. Becca, a Hetzer was a German tank. It was an itty bitty tank destroyer, and it was bad as fuck, fast and did a lot of devastation. But they didn't get them until right before the war ended. So, but then again, she's a mini Panzer, just a little tank, fucking shit up.
I do what I can for society.
We
live in a society. You can't put me into a box.
Hey, Frumi.
Good morning
Shrumi's
to you,
back.
Wes.
Shrumi's back.
What is it? Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah.
But I'll put you in a box, goddammit.
Hey,
Yeah,
Michael.
Uzi. I
Hey,
took some
Michael.
of those leftover pain meds from the knee.
Oh, good girl. Good girl.
They're kicking in.
Yeah, good girl.
The muscle relaxer kicked in quick. I was talking to one of the girls and she just looked at me and she's like, "Why is your mouth moving all weird?" It's like, I don't know. I can't feel my face right now. Can't feel it.
That reminds me of Quaaludes. The good old days.
Reminds me of Soma. God, that was beautiful shit.
Hi, Michael.
The Oxycontin didn't do dick, but that Soma, holy hell.
I feel like I just took some of that cough syrup with codeine in it. That is some good shit.
Yeah, Becca explained the beauties of cough syrup with with codeine while we were watching our DJ. I'm like, you don't happen to have any right now, do you? No.
Sean says Becca's late. She said she was leaving 13 minutes ago.
I know. Oh, this always happens.
Oh, Becca. Josh went to sleep before the stream ended last night or this morning.
So Jenny was running?
Yes, Jenny was running it.
How did that go?
It was interesting because the chat was going to fuck with Josh the whole time. So every time he would settle in and you'd see he was sleeping, they would sound off the air horn and he'd wake right back up.
The IRL streamers.
Yeah, the DJs. The chat can be full of dicks sometimes.
Okay, Becca, all right, this movie that I'm talking about for tomorrow is 2 hours and 11 minutes long.
We're going to split it into two? Are we going to go the full 2 hours?
I think that it warrants not being broken up. To have the impact that, I mean, it does.
Becca, what he's asking, can your ass take sitting for 2 hours at your computer?
Basically, yes. That's exactly what I'm asking.
Yeah, I can do it. My mom's bringing me one of those donut pillows in the morning.
I knew it.
Wait,
what?
I have to work. You know those pillows you have to sit on when you break your tailbone? It's a donut pillow.
Or when you have a painful rectal itch.
Or a hemorrhoid.
Yeah,
that's what a hemorrhoid is.
Yeah,
it's a painful rectal itch that bleeds.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
So
you're getting a donut.
Yeah, so she
before you turn 40, I'm just gonna put that out there.
Don't eat it.
It's not my first time to sit on this damn thing. I fucked up my back long time ago.
Wow, pregnant women get hemorrhoids all the time.
Yeah, well, I fucked up my back. Okay, I haven't been pregnant. But I fucked up my back many a times. Never sat on a donut. So the 50-year-old is telling the 39-year-old, you're an old broad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, you had back braces. They don't exactly make butt braces.
Pete,
yeah,
it's not
the tailbone. It's the butt bone.
That movie Irate is talking about, Pete, we're watching that on his Twitch channel for the extra credit.
Extra credit is no longer on YouTube because Susan put a gun in my head and she let me know I dodged a bullet Friday night. So
that bitch.
Exactly 2 months. I mean, a month to the day where the other strike will wear off at the 90-day part. How convenient? How? That's all I'm saying.
Uzi says, "Irate, I'm getting you a donut pillow."
Dude, man, don't go there, baby. I'm just saying. I have my dignity. Let me die with my dignity, please.
They're kind of comfortable.
Yeah. They are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one though. Oh Lord, but I need to dip.
All right, man.
Y'all have fun, and Becca, I'll see you. I'll have my nap in before we do the thing. So
Cool.
yeah,
I'm excited.
This movie is, I tell you, man, everybody should see the movie The Lives of Others. It's a German movie. It won an Academy Award for Best Foreign Film. I think it's 2008. And it's a true story about how shit was in East Germany with the Stasi, right? And I guarantee you, people in this country want that shit to start here too. That's the reason Becca and I do this thing, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want it here. On the movies, good. Here, bad. So, and on that, I will say goodbye, people. Much love. Big hug. Trippy Poop, donate to that motherfucker.
Links in the description.
He's getting better, so that's a good thing. But I'm out, fam. I will see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good night, Irate. Have a good night, Uzi.
Thank you.
We love you.
Becca, run. Go, run.
I'm going to dip too.
You're going to leave me with this asshole.
Good night, Becca.
I mean, it's y'all's show.
Well, I needed someone to complain to, and you're the person I complain to all the time.
Thank you, Keever, for putting the GoFundMe link in chat.
We can do voice chat tomorrow, and you can complain all you want.
Oh, listen to the Stone Girl. All you want, baby.
All you want. Life is good. I'm feeling good. You feeling good?
She's in her bedtime. Good. She's doing her bedtime story voice. All you want.
Good
all right,
night, guys.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
I guess we're gonna call it here, Mo.
Sweet. Not going for 7 hours.
Well, I couldn't go for 7 hours. My back is killing me. And actually, my chest is killing me. So my arms.
Do you need a donut pillow?
No. 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 When I get to the donut pillow, that's where I'm just gonna hand you the gun and say, "Here, just off me." I'm done.
Oh, I've dreamt of that day. Oh, wow, that got dark. Oh, wow, that got dark.
You're not going to have to worry about that day because I refuse.
I did not mean for it to get that dark.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I trust me. I'm okay with getting dark. That was too dark.
No, I've already had premonitions of me getting into the car with you while I have Alzheimer's and you not reminding me to put my seatbelt on so you can slam the brakes on really hard and watch me go through the fucking windshield. So, no, don't.
No, because the Cadillac has a nice thick windshield. As soon as you hit it, your head just neck will snap.
Oh, even in
that got dark too.
Even in Alzheimer's, I'm not letting you drive the Cadillac. Fuck out of my face. All right, so guys.
Think. You don't understand at all.
Who are we sending them off to, Mo?
Oh, let me open up Twitch. I hope Teasy Weezy's live.
Let's hope not. Matter of fact, I'm going to open up Twitch because I don't trust your ass.
He is not.
Good. Good.
There are a few people I could send you to, but I think the one that everyone will be able to enjoy is our good old man, Bob Ross.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I do love some Bob. I do love Bob. Oh, shit.
I could send you to a guy playing TF2 or a guy playing GTA 5 or to the Hot Tub Cat.
All right, guys, I'm going to send you to a girl that's 5'11" and has legs that don't stop ever.
Don't click on that link. Bonsako Keever Dam asks, sorry for the question, but who's that in your avatar?
That's Stone Cold Steve Austin, girl. What? Hey,
nothing.
Not everybody knows Stone Cold.
Actually, funnily enough, I'm wearing a Stone Cold shirt right now.
Oh, you're wearing the Fuck Fear shirt, aren't you?
I think I don't read upside down or skull. And wow, this thing is stretched out.
No, it's not stretched out. It's a double XL, you dick. Not my fault. You're a fucking bony ass motherfucker. All right. So, guys, you can go with Moo and go with Bob Larson, but you can go with the lonely e-girl who has legs that don't stop. And she cute. She cute. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So, Moo, where are we going to be next?
The next episode of NO 2.0, we're going to be on my channel tomorrow at 8 Pacific, 10 Central, and 11 Eastern.
Well done, sir. Moo, where's Becca going to be next?
I Rate Prostate's Twitch channel, which I can actually bring up really quickly at, I don't know when he goes live. I think it's like 4 Pacific, 5 Pacific.
5 Pacific. It's
5 Pacific.
7 Central, 8 Eastern. And I have one more link I want to drop for you guys. So give me time.
Check out Jack Gunsky's channel. He does things. Oh, I just peed my pants.
We would have let you go to the restroom.
No, okay, you know that how I rate for his opening, he has the his little avatar doing the deep laugh. Well, one of the Twitch streams auto-played, so I heard this deep laugh and I didn't know where it was coming from.
Oh, okay. All right, and guys, tomorrow, Pat, you're live tomorrow, right? I'm gonna drop your link. We're doing the reveal for his contest, I think, tomorrow.
Ooh.
Am I right, Pat? Oh, wait. But check out your boy Pat over here. That's his link for his live channel. He streams every Monday, 12 Pacific, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. Tuesday. All right, Tuesday, guys. Check it out Tuesday. And if you haven't, go back, watch his last 2 streams, and you'll understand what the contest is all about. All right. So with that, I think we're done. Mo, are we done?
Yes, I do believe we are done.
All right. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. I know we did some heavy shit tonight. I'll bring some more fun shit tomorrow night. But I need to get that shit off my chest. And apparently Jack did too. And with that, I would like to thank my co-host, Mr. Moo. He's such an asshole. I'd like to thank our special guest, I Rate Prostate. Don't forget to check him out tomorrow on his Twitch channel. I'd like to thank Jack for showing up, and Becca and her sore ass.
I'll take that as yes, that is JP.
Wait, what?
Someone.
Oh, right before. Oh, he's lurking. He's lurking. All right, that's fair. All right, guys. With that, we are out. We will see you tomorrow night. Yeah. What? No, we're not going thought hopping. And don't forget, hit the link for Trippy Streamlabs. Show the man some love if you can afford it. He will definitely appreciate it. And with that, we're out, guys. Have a good night.